WPBK Bank, the main sponsor of this radio station. We are glad to bring you this hour of local community radio. For news, weather, sports, and local information, you can bank on WPBK-FM.
The following sports broadcast is an exclusive production of WPBK-FM 102.9.
When you take that field today, you've got to lay that heart on the line, man. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got in your body, lay it on the line until the final whistle blows. And if you do that, we cannot lose. We may be behind on the scoreboard at the end of the game, but if you play like that, we cannot be defeated.
Starting defense, place at the table.
We're going inside them. We're going outside them. Inside them and outside them. And when we get them on the run once, we're going to keep them on the run. And we're not going to pass unless our secondary comes up too close. But don't forget, man, we're going to get them on the run. We're going to go, 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 go. And we aren't going to stop until we go to that goal line. Don't forget, man, today's the day we're going to win.
Let's get it on!
It's time now for high school football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall on Maple Avenue in Danville. The game is also brought to you by AGE Engineering, engineering Kentucky's future. By Angie Doolin, candidate for Lincoln County Circuit Court Clerk. By Animal Care Center, offering comprehensive veterinary care for the total well-being of your pet. By Bluegrass Drugstore, your health is their priority. By Bluegrass Feed and Supply, local family-owned, community-oriented feed and supply store. By Builder Supply, your do-it-best center. By Carol Hill, attorney at law in Stanford. By Cedar Creek Dental and Lincoln Plaza Shopping Center. By Coleman's Drugstore and Deli, a Health Mart Pharmacy. By Cornerstone Realty and Auction, your local real estate experts. By Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor. By David Gambrell, candidate for Lincoln County PVA. By Durham's Grocery, large enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. By Fox and Trent Funeral Home, your friends in funeral service. By Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care, guarding your home, business, and the environment. By Inter-County Energy Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. By Irvin Group Realty and Auctioneers, realtors and auctioneers since 1967. By Jason Todd, State Farm Insurance Agent. By Jim Adams, Lincoln County Judge Executive. By Julian Gonder and Associates, Certified Public Accountant. By Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Sonia Bratcher, big on commitment. By Lawson Tractor and Implement, your local Kubota dealer. By Lincoln County Board of Education, every student, every classroom, every day. College, career, and citizenship ready. By Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Michaela King, big on commitment. By Lincoln County Public Library, read, search, discover, learn, grow. By Mary Adams, candidate for Lincoln County PVA. By McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving our community with grace and passion. By PBK Bank, your community bank since 1906. Member FDIC, equal housing. Of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports. By Ricky Lane, candidate for Lincoln County School Board. By Sean Slusher, your shelter insurance agent. By Seabold Heating and Air, sales, service, and installation. By Sonny Spoonamore, Lincoln County Court Clerk. By Stanford Utilities and Waterworks, providing quality water to our area. And by Woods Adams, Lincoln County Judge Executive-elect. Tonight's game, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall, is available over the air at 102.9 FM, at WPBK-FM.com, and on our smartphone apps. You can also listen while watching a video on our YouTube channel. Just search for WPBK-FM. And now to the stadium for high school football.
It's Friday Night Lights from Somerset KY. The Lincoln County Patriots and the Pulaski County Maroons set to do battle here tonight. Lincoln County comes in with a record of 0-2 on this young season. The Maroons are 2-0. The Maroons coached by Johnny Hines in his 24th year as a coach here at Pulaski County. Lincoln County coached by Josh Jaggers, his first year as the head man for the Patriots. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney. With this game also available on YouTube Live tonight on a delay basis. You'll be able to watch the video stream as soon as the game is over, and those links will be posted, and you'll be able to easily find it. But if you're listening now, that means you're doing it the old-fashioned way, Dustin, on WPBK-FM 102.9 on your FM dial.
Old way is a good way, Brad. It's last time we were here, I don't think we had the YouTube stream the last time Lincoln County played here at Pulaski
The
County.
Mud Bowl, the playoff Mud Bowl.
The Mud Bowl, where I'm so glad the new turf is laid out so it helps tell the numbers on the jerseys, and you have different.
It is a beautiful, beautiful field. You're right about that, Dustin. It's much different look than last time we were here.
A little bit cleaner of a look, and I thought coming down here we were going to run into some rain, but the skies have cleared up, and it's set up for a beautiful evening of high school football.
Pulaski County leads this all-time series 16-8. They've played 24 times, and the game last year was canceled due to COVID-19. The Patriots were forced to cancel that game, and at the time a forfeit, and later on in the year, Lincoln County and Pulaski County were able to fill that hole in the schedule. The Patriots actually picked up John Harden on fall break last year and were able to defeat them. And Pulaski County also made up that game last year. PC 2-0 on the season, Dustin, and they're a prolific offense. The Maroons went to Belfry, which is no easy place to play, and defeated the Pirates 34-21. And then last week beat Wayne County here at home, the first game ever on this new turf field, 55-20. And at one point in time, they were leading that game 55-6.
I mean, an explosive offense, and that's what you're going to get out of a Pulaski County offense coached by Coach Johnny Hines. I mean, and really you look at their stats leading up to tonight, you're going to see a lot of air raid type offense. They're going to throw the ball all the way across the field. You hit their main receivers, and we'll get into them here later in the pregame. But, yeah, very explosive offense Lincoln County is going up against tonight.
The Maroons average 44 points per game. They give up 20 through 2 games. They're getting 130 yards on the ground, 262 through the air. On defense, they give up 197 on the ground, and some of that's inflated because, you played Belfry in week 1, who's going to pound you to death. But I think if you're Lincoln County, Dustin, running is going to be a key, and we'll get into that in just 1 second. The Patriots, 24 points a game, 38 points a game allowed, 174 rushing yards per game, 180 passing, so a very balanced attack. And then here's a big stat. The Lincoln County Patriots giving up 311 yards per game. And I really think it's going to come down tonight with Lincoln County to have a shot. Everybody knows they're the big underdog here. To have a shot, they're going to have to get the big guys up front down and dirty and get that running game going.
Absolutely. And actually, Tim Estes, our sports director at WPBK-FM, had a chance to sit down with Coach Johnny Hines on the Wednesday morning show. And here's what Coach Hines had to say about tonight's game.
Good-looking football team, Tim, as they always are. Lincoln County has been solid every year we've ever played them. They've got a big, strong offensive line, which is very concerning for us. We're not a real big team. We don't have a lot of size, so that's a big issue for us up front. They like to run the ball and control the ball, and they've got a big quarterback that runs the ball really well and a little quick scat back. So they've got a good combination there with that big offensive line, and so the fear for us is them being able to control the ball and control the clock and play that style and be able to be in control of the game. So we've got to do a good job, basic fundamental football, and stopping the run. And if we don't do that, we're going to be in trouble because they do it very well.
So you heard Coach Hines, the Pulaski County head coach, talking about the O-line, talking about stopping the Lincoln run game. So you can tell, Dustin, that's been the emphasis for them as they prepare for the Patriots this week. Lincoln has had that balanced attack, but when you look at PC and the way to attack them, it definitely looks like they are susceptible to the running game.
And, what we've seen with Lincoln County so far this season, early 2 games, but yet Lincoln County has found success when running the football. And, we've seen very few big explosive runs. You had Reed Curlis back with the 46-yard touchdown run, probably the longest run of the season, I believe. But, it's the chunk yardage. It's 4 yards here, 5 yards there, but it keeps the football moving forward, and it keeps the chains moving. And, really Lincoln County needs a good game where they control not only the line of scrimmage, but the time of possession as well, and running the football can go a long way in helping that.
They don't want to get in a shootout here tonight with this high-flying attack from Pulaski County. Lincoln County averaging 5 yards per carry on the ground through the first 2 games. So coming out and getting that running game going early is going to definitely be a key. It's the Pepsi Cola of Somerset pregame show. Countdown to kickoff, just over 35 minutes away. You're listening to Lincoln Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen. New GMCs cost less at Bob Allen GMC. Hi, I'm John Welsh, and now's the perfect time to order the new 22 GMC Sierra 1500. And at Bob Allen GMC, you'll pay below MSRP. Bob Allen GMC, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Lincoln Football Pregame Show, presented by Pepsi Cola of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports.
Hey, it's Heather Brown from Dr. Andy Powell's new privately owned dental practice located in Lincoln Plaza, Cedar Creek Dental. Dr. Powell has served Lincoln County for over 6 years and is excited to continue to provide excellent state-of-the-art care for our community. We offer early morning and evening appointments to accommodate all schedules. At Cedar Creek Dental, Dr. Powell, Heather, Sarah, Jess, and Priscilla are committed to providing a simple, safe, pleasant, and enjoyable experience. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
The Lincoln County Patriots are on the road again tonight, as they were on the road last week at Danville in their bowl, as they take on Pulaski County. It's time now for our pregame interview with head coach Josh Jaggers. We're going to talk about Pulaski County coming up. Hey, Coach Jaggers, as you sit down with us this morning and to talk about the game on Friday night, you were right, and you said it all week long. It's not the same Casey County team as in the past. And we saw that, from play one with Solomon Stonebreaker taking a 52-yard pass from Ethan Willoughby. Man, those two are some nice players.
Yeah, they are, and they've just, like we talked about last week. I've seen these guys up in person, 2 of the last 3 years, and saw kind of what they had coming up, and then you go off of scores and how they played people, and then earlier this year and then last year they really didn't lose any of their who's who, and Willoughby looked like Cam Newton out there. I mean, I knew he was a big kid from playing against him last year when at LaRue, but, I mean, he was massive. And, we did a lot of good things, obviously, offensively, but defensively, they just gave it to, they just took it to us. I mean, I really did. And it was kind of one of those things like, what do you do? I mean, when you're kind of just getting physically dominated, which that's what they did, and that happens sometimes. It just, hats off to them, because I knew they had a good program, but I think they're even a little bit better than I thought.
They got on the board first with that first play from scrimmage, but you guys came right back and took it right down the field and scored on a 3-yard run by Sawyer Horton, who, by the way, accounted for all 5 of the touchdowns for you that night, either by passing or by the rush there. 2-point conversion was no good. It was 18-6. They came right back, scored again, 14-6. You came right back, scored again, 14-12. They came right back and coached at 32 points in the first quarter, and looked like what we talked about, maybe going to be a shootout, and that's what it was. They did get on top of you there a couple times in the second quarter. You couldn't get any closer than that, but it was back and forth a lot those first few series.
Yeah, it was. It was a track meet. It was kind of, I was having fun with it, really. That's what I was telling the guys. I said, hey, let's buckle up, let's go. I mean, you see it on Saturdays a lot of times, and probably more so in college than you do high school, just because of the length of the games. But, it just kind of felt like a Big 12 game, really. And but we as you said, we did get some stops, and that's what Coach Bearline and the guys and I were all talking about. It's just, it takes everybody. I mean, there were times we got stops in the game, but then we didn't score. So it was just like we were good at trading scores back and forth, but we couldn't capitalize when we did get stops. So I like where we're going, and I know I've said this and going to keep saying it, but obviously tonight, with Pulaski County and down the road, things don't, we're playing this schedule, everybody knows, but just everybody stick with this bunch, and I know everybody will, because there's good things in store, and when it clicks, I can't predict the future, but when it clicks, a bomb's going to go off. I really believe that, because it's we've just got so much promise, and it's just an iron sharpens iron type thing, and we want to win every game. We want to win tonight, but everybody across the state of Kentucky is playing for November, and it's how good are you then, because that's what everybody remembers. So we're just going to keep grinding.
Talking about a bomb going off, we had a really nice 46-yard bomb to end the first half after Casey County had scored to go up 34-12. You had the Horton to Horton connection, and I got to be honest with you, I can't remember last year if Sawyer completed a touchdown pass to Seth or not, but it was good to see those young men put you back 34-20 at the half. And, Coach, what did you say to him a little bit at the halftime? You got the ball coming out in the second half and could have had a chance to cut it even closer. What were your thoughts at halftime?
Just that we got them right where we wanted them, So I thought we cut the lead down to 2 scores. We're gonna get the ball back, go out, let's score, let's get a stop, let's score again. Let's just keep doing what we've been doing the first half. Let's just buckle up defensively, and we ended up getting a stop. Well, we ended up getting the ball and going 3 and out, so we didn't capitalize on that. But I thought we really kind of had them where we wanted them, but it just proved to be otherwise.
They came out, and you're right, we did get the football back but couldn't do anything with it. Then they took the football, and Willoughby goes on a 67-yard rush, 42-20. Sawyer Horton came back with a nice pass, 27 yards to Cody Carter, and that made it 42-28 for Lincoln County. One more score for Casey County. That was their final score of the game in the third quarter. To make it 50-28, and then your final score came right at the start of the fourth quarter, 50-34. A 23-yard pass to from Sawyer Horton to Elin Lane made it 50-34, and that was the final scoring of the night. Overall, team-wise, 36 carries, 189 yards. Sawyer, I think, had his best game of his career, 15-27 for 242 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. Total plays, Coach, you think 431 yards offense, 5 touchdowns would probably win a lot of football games, but they had 462 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's the problem.
No, Coach Bearline and I, the guys we were all talking, and things, just when you think you can't be surprised enough when you're coaching around this game, just watch, just wait, because it was one of those we were all talking like, I don't know if we've ever been in a game before where we, offensively have statistics like that and then score that many points and end up losing. But, it happens, and we saw a lot of good things the other night to build on. Like you said, here's Sawyer, had the best game of his career, 4 touchdowns, rush. He has been an absolute just joy to coach, and his leadership, he never gets too high and he never gets too low, and that's what you want at a quarterback, because you want somebody to be emotional, but you want somebody to be pretty even keeled too. But we've got a lot of kids on there that are having to make plays for the first time in their careers.
Yeah, they were playing behind. There's so many kids in the past that were seniors last year that had to step up now. Coach had Micah Phillips, 10 carries for 48 yards. Elin Lane, 7 carries, 41 yards. Good to see Elin back. I know he was banged up a little bit. Reed Curlis, your freshman, 5 carries, 26 yards. Seth Horton, 2 carries for 12 yards. And then on the receiving side, he spread it out, 4 different receivers. Seth Horton, 80 yards and a touchdown. Elin Lane, 74 yards and a touchdown. Cody Carter, 59 yards and a touchdown. And Connor Davis, 30 yards and a touchdown. So you like to see him spread it out.
Yeah, we're pretty balanced from the standpoint of, I feel like, and that's the good thing about this group, is we feel like whatever we need to do to make the game, to be able to put us in the best chance to win the game, we can do. Be that, last week against Danville, grinding it out, going right at them. Be it this past week when we were throwing it around some and kind of, truth be told, 50-50 run pass. But we've got a lot of different people touching the ball, and I think I'm looking on that statistics sheet right there, and there's one senior, there's Micah Phillips, a lot of those guys, and there's a couple freshmen on there, some sophomores, some juniors, and so that's what has me excited about this bunch, and I know everybody else too, is the growth that's still left out there for this year, and for some really good things to happen.
Well, the Patriots fall to Casey County, final score 50-34, and move on to tonight's game against Pulaski County, and a big task at hand. When we return, we'll talk with Coach Josh Jaggers about the Pulaski County Maroons. You're listening to Patriots Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, you know why we're here. The football season is back! Woo! And since that's too amazing to miss a single second's worth, Pepsi is officially giving you permission to always put football first. Like, maybe those in-laws are back in town. Well, better hope they're football fans because your Sunday is completely booked. Long story short, crack open a Pepsi and don't let anything get between you and your football watching. With love, Pepsi, made for football watching. That's what I like.
Lincoln Football Pregame Show, presented by Pepsi Cola of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports.
Cornerstone Realty and Auction in Lancaster will make your dreams come true. Broker and owner Deonica Asbury and her team are ready to help you reach the real estate finish line. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or selling your existing home, navigating real estate can be tough. Let Cornerstone Realty and Auction make it easy. Specializing in Garrett, Lincoln, and surrounding counties, they're your local real estate experts. Cornerstone Realty and Auction, 859-329-8193.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
The Lincoln County Patriots are on the road tonight in the Maroon Lagoon, as they call it. Brand new turf field. It'll be the second on that turf field. And Coach Johnny Hines, 28 years at Pulaski County. And you heard from Coach Hines earlier as I talked to him on Wednesday morning and included a little bit of that in our pregame as well tonight. They started out with a win over Belfry at Belfry. Coach Jaggers, what are your thoughts on the Pulaski County team as you first see them on film?
Just they look like a program that's been, coached the continuity of 28 years of having somebody there. Coach Hines would be the first one to tell you early on when he got the job. It seemed like back when I was in high school, maybe that the road wasn't always smooth, but they look like he might. I mean, outside of Philip Haywood at Belfry, Coach Haywood, he might be the longest tenured head coach at any school in the state of Kentucky. I think is Coach Hines. I don't think anybody else has been anywhere any longer than him, or if there has been, it may be only 2 or 3. But they're just a well-oiled machine, really, and you can see that. And I've seen film on them in years past, every now and then, but not obviously this much. With the proximity and us playing them as well, they as you said last week, the old KISS method. I mean, they keep it simple, stupid. They do what they do, and they're trying to spread you out. They don't really give you a whole lot of different formation looks. But they're just going to do what they do. And, obviously they want to sling it around the yard first. I mean, there are certain years where they feel like they can line up and pound you and then throw it. And then there's other years where, it might be more of a pass first kind of situation. And, that's kind of where they are right now. Not by a lot, but Duggar can he may not be, he's not Willoughby, I don't guess, from the standpoint of, the things that Willoughby could do as far as tucking it and running it and the power that he had. But he's got a real quick release, and he checks the field. He's real good at checking down his reads. I mean, going here, boom, 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 and seeing what's there. And then, Godby is he's a heck of a receiver. And the thing that sticks out to me is just how big they are. I mean, they've got a lot of size, but even their skill kids got a lot of size. I mean, they all look kind of like clones of one another, 6 foot, 6'1", 170, 185. But just a well-coached program and they look like a program that has had that continuity for a long time.
They are a program that kind of fits their personnel into the offense that they run. They've been doing it for a long time. I mean, we talked about when he first started doing it was back in 1999, 98, and he's been doing it ever since. They had 4 straight runs to the championship, won one of those one year, and another young man you mentioned has come along now at quarterback is Bryson Duggar. He's 30 out of 41 for 422 yards, 3 touchdowns already. As a team, They're doing 262 yards through the air, 129 on the ground. So the sets and things that they're getting in, Coach, are they no backs? Are they one back in the backfield? They always love that little inside handoff to the one back in the backfield.
Yeah, they're a zone running team. Inside zone is what they base out of. But they'll line up in 2x2, which we call ace, and they'll motion that back out of the backfield some to go empty. They'll get a lot of 11 personnel trip sets where they got one tight. They'll go one tight and trips towards the tight, and then they'll go one tight and kind of a twins look, kind of a pro look from that. But then they'll motion the back out of the backfield as well. So they'll try to get in some empty type looks that'll be empty in quads sometimes. They're kind of similar to what Casey did, but by and large, they're going to give you just trips open, no tight ends, trips closed. Some people call it a tray set. And then they'll kind of give you a one-back, pro look from time to time. And they just do what they do. And when they find something, they're just kind of looking to see what you're going to give them from those sets. And once they find something, they're going to pick at it. So, they do a good job adjusting. Like I said, they've had their system in place for a long time there. And Coach Hines, needless to say, he knows what he's doing and then some.
They've passed the ball, like I mentioned, 48 times. They've rushed it 43 times. And when they do run the football, the young man that likes to pack it for them is number 26, Cody Nichols. He has 22 rush attempts in both games, in games combined for 119 yards and 1 touchdown. Talk about him just a little bit, Coach. Is he a shifty back? Is he a nice size back? How does he like to run?
He's kind of a banger. He kind of, in a way, kind of reminds you of Elon, in a way. He's got a little shift to him, but once he finds a crease, he'll hit it. Big kid. He's probably 6'1", probably 180, 185. Once he knows who he is. I mean, once he finds a crease and finds a hole, he hits it up in there. He's not trying to dance or bounce it or anything like that. He's a 3-4 yard guy. And then if he can get more. But he'll stick his toe in the dirt and find the first window. But he does a real good job out of their zone running game.
And you've already alluded to number 16, Chandler Godby. 16 pass receptions. It's averaging 8 per game, 253 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is the go-to receiver. But they also have number 13, Harris Denmery, who has 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he can spread it out too.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys that can touch it. I mean, it's 7 guys that they've spread it around to these first 2 games. So and then their tight ends. I really like the Hornsby kid at tight end. He does a real good job. They'll throw some tight end screens. They spread it out. They're really good. Their routes are really good, just running precise, just textbook-looking routes. And they're going to take what's there. They're going to take what you give them, and they'll do a real good job, kind of like Casey County's guys, of sitting down. If we're dropping, they're stopping, and they're finding windows and just taking what they can get.
Coach, we're in a group of friends that get together and talk about Lincoln football and the things going on, and it was brought up that Pulaski County started a little slow in both games. They got behind, I think, at Belfry and then came back and scored 34 straight points to win. Also, I think Wayne County might have scored on them first. You take anything from those 2 games about maybe trying to get on them quick?
Yeah. I mean, if we could get on somebody quick, it would be nice because it's been one of those things where it seems like we don't start playing until we get behind, or if we start getting in the shootout. So, no, you're right. I mean, Belfry got up on them 13-0, and then Pulaski roared back. And then the other night, Wayne County took it down there and scored on them in the first quarter. So, I think if we can maybe jump out on them and get a little momentum in our direction. Needless to say, I mean, with their offense and how explosive they are and have been known to be for years, it's going to be one of those nights where our best defense is going to be our offense, and just keeping those guys off the field. So it may be one of those things people are looking up there and, if they're looking at the play clock, don't sweat it, because we're probably going to snap that thing when it gets inside, 5 seconds on the play clock, just playing keep away because of how explosive. I mean, when you explode for almost 34 straight points against Belfry, and you're doing something, it's not anything against Belfry or or us or other teams, but quite honestly, just how good they can do. So some of those games you have to do that. You have to kind of slow down and go some slow tempo and try to play keep away. But I think if we can get some momentum going early, we're playing with house money against these guys. So let's go compete and have some fun and see if we can't, shock everybody across the state. Why not us?
Coach, I know that when I coached with your dad, Marty, I know what his philosophy was on the coin toss. He liked to defer to the second half. Do you have a philosophy, or do you just kind of go with the team that you're playing? And like I'd say, if you win, you might want the football first Friday night.
Yeah, it's no, I never have. I mean, I've always kind of been a tails never fails guy, but I'm about to go heads because tails has been failing a lot. So, and then as far as the ball goes, it does. It depends a lot on who you're playing.
Right.
And we probably should have taken the ball last week. Didn't. Hindsight 2020. That's every coach, isn't it? And so you're always perfect after it happens. Yes, I don't know of a coach out there that's not undefeated if they could go back and have a mulligan every game. But so we it just kind of. I mean, this week, obviously, if we get the ball first, we're probably going to take it and see how much time we can eat and play keep away from those guys. But it depends. But I'm gonna have to. That tails never fails has been failing a lot here of late this year and even going back to last year. So I'm about to change up my mentality on that one.
All right. Our final segment coming up with Coach Josh Jaggers on the road tonight at Pulaski County in the Maroon Lagoon as they take on the Maroons of Pulaski County. We'll talk defense coming up next on WPBK-FM 102.9.
Deputy Fife here. I was down at Floyd's getting my Thanksgiving haircut, and Floyd told me how Bluegrass Drugstore helped with all his prescription needs. Then Gomer came in and told me how they'd helped him find the right CBD products. Then Emmett told me how they had the home health care supplies he needed. Before you head to Floyd's for your Thanksgiving haircut, visit Bluegrass Drugstore off North 127 Bypass in Danville. I'll be down at Floyd's to hear your story, too.
Lincoln Football Pregame Show, presented by Pepsi Cola of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports.
Did you know that when you buy a vehicle in another county, your registration and taxes likely stay in that county? Did you know that you can request that your registration and taxes go to Lincoln County? It doesn't matter where you get your vehicle, just ask that the taxes are paid to Lincoln County. Your Lincoln County Clerk, Sonny Spoonamore, reminds you to keep it local. For more information, call the clerk's office at 365-4570.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Our final segment with head coach Josh Jaggers, the Lincoln County Patriots, as they are 0-2 going in tonight to take on Pulaski County, 2-0. The Patriots have fallen to Danville and to Casey County, while Pulaski County has the wins over Belfry and Wayne County. Now, Coach, you've got we talked about offense, about Pulaski County and what they're going to do. So when you're on offense and you're making the play calls, what do they like to do on defense that will cause you some trouble?
They stay in their 3-4 and just are really, really good at it. They're going to stay too high, and they're going to take their corners and they're going to press on you. They do a lot of the same pattern reading stuff that we do and a lot of people do, but their corners are going to get up there in your face. They're going to get nose to nose, toes to toes with you more times than not. Outside linebackers are going to, be the kind of apex between the end man and line of scrimmage and the inside receiver. Kind of be at the top of that triangle and split the difference. And they're just going to try to – they're going to try, but they're the same way with kind of Belfry. Belfry's been running that defense for a long, long time. They're going to play too high and jam you at the line with the corners and press you, and then just say, here we are, do something against our front seven or front six. And they're so big and they move well, and they're just kind of like robots when it comes to that they've had a lot of success with it. So that they're going to kind of give us the same look, no matter what. I mean, you have to make them go one high, and you got to be really hurting them, in the passing game to be able to do so. Think about going to two high defenses. You can get 9 in the box instead of 8. That's what a lot of people don't realize. And their safeties do a great job of being those 8th, 9th hitters when they read their keys. And they read their keys. They're not watching the ball. They're doing exactly what they're coached to do. Again, going back to years and years of continuity in that program and doing the same things over and over and over. So they're just going to get in their 3-4-50 defense and just say, here we are, do something.
Coach Josh Jaggers joins us before Lincoln County takes on Pulaski County tonight. And Coach Johnny Hines, who was on with us live on Wednesday morning, he talked about the fact that he was concerned about your big offensive line, just coming right at them and grinding it down and just taking it right to them. What's your response to your offensive line after what Coach Hines said?
Well, we definitely have that ability. And I appreciate the words because those guys are doing a great job. Coach Markham and Coach Wilkes and Coach Jones and Coach McQueen. We got a lot of linemen, and those guys have done a great job with them and are continuing to do a great job with them. And they are. That's what they're best at. Coming off the ball and going as an offensive lineman myself, it is a lot easier to come off the ball than it is pass blocking. It's just hard. It kind of goes against any kind of, Newton's laws or whatnot as far as, you got to backpedal, but you got to stop this guy coming straight at you. And it doesn't, it's hard. People, that's the aspect of the passing game that most just don't understand, but it's you know it, and I know it, and those of us who have been around the game know it. But our offensive linemen, without a doubt, are much better with their hand in the dirt, going full steam ahead. And I appreciate the words, and it's not going to be a secret. That's what we're going to try to do, tonight it's going to be playing keep away, and 4 times 2.5 equals 10. Right. Move the sticks, baby.
Coach, you're on turf tonight for the first time, Pulaski County's new field, and my gosh, the last time Lincoln County was here, it was literally a mud bowl. Yeah. It was awful, and that was a playoff game. Yeah. Lincoln County had made it, went down and beat Letcher County Central the first week, and then went to Pulaski County, and it was just horrible. And Coach Hines again talked about that. Have you talked to your team this week about turf and how it affects the game, or how it's going to be different for them because they've been on grass the last 2 weeks?
I haven't, because we did 7-on-7 over at Boyle and Somerset, so they got to kind of feel for that. This time of year at night, hopefully going to have a good night. It doesn't really. The biggest thing that I noticed, one, you feel faster out there. Whether you are or not, you feel lighter. But the biggest key really is like on special teams, on punts and kickoffs. When that ball hits the ground, that's really the difference. And there's no way to prepare for that unless you have it. Of course, next year, thankfully, we're going to have it for everybody. It's going to be it ain't going to be for football. It's going to be for everything we got here, as it should be, and as we're going to be fortunate to be able to have. But that's probably the biggest difference is the way the ball hits off the ground, from turnovers to punts to kickoffs. Those little one-hop kickoffs that you think out there on grass that pop up and come right to you, you don't know what's going to happen on that because it could just skid and, it just go all over the place. So we really haven't. As far as that's the biggest that's probably the biggest change when it comes to turf is when it comes to the kicking game. But, like I said, there's no way to really practice that. But so we're just we're going to go out there and do what we do, and maybe this thing will bounce our way a few more times than theirs. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Coach Wilkes, Coach Dean Wilkes back on the sideline.
Yeah.
He was with us for a long time, and now he's back with you. He might be your secret weapon because he coached at Pulaski County for several years. Has he talked to you a little bit, give you a little insight about Johnny's doing the same thing?
He has. We were out there doing defensive alignment the other day, and he was talking about some of the guys that they have there and, kind of personnel as far as the type of kids they are and, what to expect and all that. And he he's been a little bit of a secret weapon. And we were talking about offensively the other day, and he was talking about defense. You know, what they do on defense. They're 50, they're 3-4, and they're just going to line up and say, "Here we are, do something." You know, we're going to cover your guys up on the outside and see if they can get open. And we're betting that our front seven are better than your front seven or even 8. So, but yeah, no, he's our secret weapon.
Coach, our final question for you tonight as Lincoln County gets ready to take on Pulaski County in Pulaski County on the turf. Keys to the game. Your thoughts on the keys to the game? I mean, every week we can talk about turnovers, we can talk about staying low, we can talk about taking care of the ball and things like that, but anything different for you tonight as far as the keys of the game to get a win?
I think the biggest thing is just playing keep away from them. I really do, with how explosive they are offensively. And they're explosive against most everybody they play. I mean, you explode against Belfry like you do, yeah, man, it says it all. So the less times they touch it, the better. I mean, it's no secret. I know Coach, I've said it already, and I know Coach Hines probably expecting the same thing. We're going to go down there, and it's going to be one of these games Friday night where we're going to grind it out. And when we have the opportunity to take some shots, you know, we're going to take some shots. But, you know, we've been talking to the guys this week that 2.5, 3 yards is a good football play. Yeah. You know, we're move the sticks, but then we got to be able to capitalize and score. So I think that's going to be the biggest key is our run game and being able to play keep away from these guys and then taking the shots when they present themselves. And then, you know, it's said every week, but it's true. I mean, we got to get some turnovers. We got to win the turnover battle. You know, we can get 2 or 3 turnovers and we can pound them a little bit. I think we'll be okay.
And those are the thoughts of head coach Josh Jaggers. The Lincoln County Patriots on the road tonight in Pulaski County. Kickoff coming up next on WPBK-FM 102.9.
The kickoff is next. Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall on Maple Avenue in Danville. This game is also brought to you by AGE Engineering, engineering Kentucky's future. By Angie Doolin, candidate for Lincoln County Circuit Court Clerk. By Animal Care Center, offering comprehensive veterinary care for the total well-being of your pet. By Bluegrass Drugstore, your health is their priority. By Bluegrass Feed and Supply, local family-owned, community-oriented feed and supply store. By Builder Supply, your do-it-best center. By Carol Hill, attorney at law in Sanford. By Cedar Creek Dental and Lincoln Plaza Shopping Center. By Coleman's Drugstore and Deli, a Health Mart Pharmacy. By Cornerstone Realty and Auction, your local real estate expert. By Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor. By David Gambrill, candidate for Lincoln County PBA. By Durham's Grocery, large enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. By Fox and Friend Funeral Home, your friends in funeral service. By Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care, guarding your home, business, and the environment. By Inter-County Energy Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. By Urban Group Realty and Auctioneers, realtors and auctioneers since 1967. By Jason Todd, State Farm Insurance Agent. By Jim Adams, Lincoln County Judge Executive. By Julian Gonder and Associates, Certified Public Accountant. By Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Sonia Bratcher, big on commitment. By Lawson Tractor and Implement, your local Kubota dealer. By Lincoln County Board of Education, every student, every classroom, every day. College, career, and citizenship ready. By Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Michaela King, big on commitment. By Lincoln County Public Library, read, search, discover, learn, grow. By Mary Adams, candidate for Lincoln County PBA. By McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving our community with grace and passion. By PBK Bank, your community bank since 1906. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. By Pepsi Cola of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports. By Ricky Lane, candidate for Lincoln County School Board. By Sean Slusher, your shelter insurance agent. By Seabold Heating and Air, sales, service, and installation. By Sonny Spoonamore, Lincoln County Court Clerk. By Stanford Utilities and Waterworks, providing quality water to our area. And by Woods Adams, Lincoln County Judge Executive-elect. Stay tuned. Lincoln football up next on WPBK-FM, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Back to the stadium, just over 1 minute away from kickoff here. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney. This game tonight also available on the YouTube live stream on a delay basis. You will be able to watch it upon the conclusion of this broadcast. And Dustin, a good crowd filing in here, a beautiful night for football. Let's talk a little bit about our Cornerstone Realty and Auction keys to the game for the Lincoln County Patriots.
And I'm going to go in line with kind of what Coach Jaggers talked about. And my first key of the game is control the line of scrimmage, which controls the clock. Lincoln County so far has really been trailing from behind. Well, I don't think they've led all season long. So tonight, if they want to find a way to be on the right side of the scoreboard, it starts with controlling the line of scrimmage, which if you can run the football, then that time of possession should favor Lincoln County. Number 2, you've got to cover number 16, Chandler Gobby. Pulaski County's leading receiver. He's kind of the spark to their offense. If Lincoln County can find a way to slow him down, I believe he's averaging 120-some yards per game receiving. If Lincoln County can find a way to slow Chandler Gobby down, that'll slow down the Maroons' offense. And then 3, as Coach Jaggers talked about, turnovers. Lincoln County has yet to force a turnover this season. Tonight would be a perfect time to not only force a turnover, but win that turnover margin battle.
Pulaski County will kick off first. The Maroons with maroon jerseys, silver helmets, white pants. Lincoln County all white tonight, white pants, white tops, and white helmets with the block L with the 5 stars around the L. We're ready to get started here tonight. Lincoln County looking for their first victory on the season. PC looking to go 3-0 on the year. Last time that Lincoln County was at Pulaski County was the region championship, Dustin. Let's hope for another finish like that tonight for our Patriots. Lincoln set to receive. PC will be kicking left to right on your radio dial. Number 22 for PC will do the kicking. Ethan Idlewine. Back deep for the Patriots, Connor Davis and Cody Carter. Ball's teed up. It's in the air. End over end kick. Connor Davis fields it on the 15 on the near side. Tries to get up the sideline. Breaks one tackle. Cuts back. Loses his footing and down there at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Patriots on their first possession of the ball game.
All right, here comes our first key of the game, controlling that line of scrimmage, controlling the clock. Here's Lincoln County's first opportunity to strike first. Throw that first haymaker.
Lincoln County, some season leaders here early on. Horton, the leading passer, the 360 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, completing 47%. Reed Curlis, the leading rusher on the season, 98 yards, and the leading receiver with catches. Connor Davis was 7. Horton with 149 yards. That's Seth Horton, the leading receiver in terms of yardage. Lincoln will go under center. Sawyer Horton. One back in the backfield is Elon Lane. Horton takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself on a quarterback keeper. Falls forward. Able to pick up about 3, but it looked like a busted play there that was able to be turned into a positive for Horton.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. We're going to change it up into a fake handoff and a quarterback keeper, but really I don't know who realized who was getting the football. Sawyer kept it, ran it up, 4-yard gain. Nice pickup.
2nd down and 7. Lincoln County will go back under center. One back in the backfield's Lane. He's actually 2 backs this time. Phillips joins him to his right. He'll turn and give it to Elon Lane right up the middle on a dive play. Little gain that time for Big E. We'll call it a gain of 1. That'll set up 3rd down and 6 with 11:03 to play here in the first quarter on the McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard.
So first big opportunity for Lincoln County's offense here. You got 3rd and 6. You've moved the football twice. You're getting positive yardage, but now here's where it's crunch time. How are you going to pick up the 6 yards to move the chain?
Same formation. Lane and Phillips in the backfield. One receiver split to the far right. It's a reverse to Carter. He's hitting the backfield and dropped for a 6-yard loss. Pulaski County's defense sniffed out the reverse, and a big loss will set up 4th and long for Lincoln County here with 10:24 to play first quarter.
Little trickery with the reverse handoff, and Carter was met in the backfield. Pulaski County snuffed that out perfectly.
Quarterback Sawyer Horton, also the punter. He'll stand back on his own 15-yard line on this 4th and 11. Snaps back, pressure, and Horton gets it off. It's a booming kick, hits inside the 50, takes a Lincoln bounce, and will be downed on the 47-yard line of Pulaski County. Maroons will have it 1st and 10, 9:56 to play here in the opening quarter from Pulaski County High School. Beautiful new turf field for the Maroons. Lincoln County, hopefully by this time next year, Dustin will have their own turf field, and man, it looks nice.
Absolutely, a beautiful field, especially compared to what we've seen the last time with the Mud Bowl, but Pulaski County done it right. Their field looks amazing.
Quarterback number 12, Bryson Duggar for PC, breaks the huddle. The senior quarterback has two receivers to his right and one to the left, one back in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Duggar takes the snap, pump fakes, looks over the middle. Now he'll drop it short. He's got his man. Hit immediately by Lane and Horton, but it's going to be good yardage on the dump off. Looked like Trey Hornsby out of the backfield on the reception.
Duggar done a nice job. He held on to it. Lincoln County's downfield coverage. Done a good job downfield. Duggar ran it right around the line of scrimmage and tossed it off.
Be enough for a first down for PC. 1st and 10 from the Lincoln County 43. Duggar takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Good hole opens up. The back falls forward. This time it's Cody Nichols on the carry. Nichols with the leading rusher on the season, 119 yards on the season so far, one rushing touchdown. He picks up 5 at 2nd and 5. 9:15 to play here in the opening quarter.
Pulaski County gaining 15 yards in their first two plays, and it starts up front. Pulaski County's line being more aggressive early on.
No huddle offense. Duggar from the gun, trips to his left. One back, goes in motion to the right. Duggar takes it, quick hitch on the left side to Godby. Godby falls forward on a gain of about 8 as he's able to lunge forward and pick up a few extra yards. And that's one of the better receivers in the state, number 16, Chandler Godby. He's a senior and was right there with Clayton Davis all year last year, Dustin, for the top receiver in the state, and he's back at it again this year for the Maroons.
An all-state receiver for Pulaski County. That's going to be a handful for any opponent the Maroons face.
3rd down and 2. Duggar from the gun. Play action pass. He'll roll right. Looks to throw. He's got a man deep, and he underthrows him. It's a battle at the goal line and broken up nicely down there by Cody Carter. He had him beat, and he just underthrew him. It's going to set up 4th down and 2. And with the ball placed on the Patriot 35, this will be 4-down territory for the Maroons.
Big opportunity for Lincoln County's defense. We talked about the slow start to Lincoln County's defense last week against Pulaski County. Here's a good way to redeem yourself with a turnover on downs if you can force Pulaski County to not pick up the 2 yards.
Two backs in the backfield. Twins to the left. Shotgun formation for Duggar. 4th and 2. Takes the snap. He's going to pass. Looks to throw. He's got a man in the flat. It's caught out there on the 30 by Godby, and he's tackled. Nice open field tackle by Connor Davis. But it'll be 1st down yardage for Chandler Godby and the PC offense.
That's good offensive execution by Coach Hines calling out of that. Just sent Godby out in the flats, nobody around him. As soon as he caught him, nice tackle by Connor Davis, too, because he doesn't make that tackle. Godby could still be running.
No huddle offense. PC has Godby split out to the far left. Harris Denmeyer to the right. One back in the backfield. Double tight. Shotgun formation. Denmeyer comes in motion. Right to left. Duggar takes it. He'll throw a quick hitch out to Denmeyer in the flat. Nice hit, but the tackle broke at the line of scrimmage. And Denmeyer able to pick up a few more yards. Duncan had him right at the line. To credit Denmeyer for getting out of that tackle and picking up 6 yards to set up 2nd down and 4. 7:30 to play 1st quarter. No score. PC inside the red zone for the first time on the evening.
And that's a teaching tool, too. That's one of those you want to wrap up. You don't have to go for the kill shot every time. You wrap up, bring him down. It's a 3-yard loss instead of a 6-yard gain.
5 receivers set. No backs this time for Duggar. Trips to his right. Takes the snap, looks around. Now he steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. He's inside the 15. Spins inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. 1st down yardage for the quarterback, Duggar, and he's a capable runner. 55 yards on the season and 3 rushing touchdowns. Picks up a first there. Like the referees are stopping the clock here. It's going to be 1st and goal. Ball marked on the 6-yard line, and there's going to be a conversation here, Dustin.
While we wait, we want to let you know our local internet connectivity is powered by Skyline Broadband, and this game is brought to you in part by Carol Hill, attorney at law in Stanford, by Gondner & Associates, your certified public account in Stanford, by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Sonia Bratcher, agent, by Dalton Miller, Stanford mayor, and by Lincoln County Judge Executive James Woods Adams. Jimbo is a big supporter of Lincoln County football.
Clock stopped here as the head official talks on the sideline with Coach Hines at 7:08 here in the 1st quarter. first and goal for the Maroons. And now Duggar gets some direction from the sideline. I still don't know what they were talking about there. I guess it's irrelevant.
It's got me confused.
First and goal from the 6-yard line. Duggar will work out of the gun. Trips to his right, 2 receivers to the left. No backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Shotgun formation. Duggar rolls out to the right, looks to throw in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone by Connor Davis.
He
brings
grass.
it out to the 20, and he's tripped up on the 24-yard line. The con man makes a big play for the Patriot defense to keep PC out of the end zone.
Big. We talked about in our pregame with the Cornerstone, really at an auction, how the turnover margin could be key tonight, and right when you think Pulaski County's going to drive down and score, it's Connor Davis picking off Duggar in the end zone, returning it 25 yards. Now Lincoln County's got some life.
And he almost found enough green to run that all the way back. He was tripped up by maybe the last man that could get him, but what a play there by the junior Connor Davis, leading tackler on the team, now the leading turnover maker with the first interception of the year for Lincoln County. Horton from the gun. Handoff. Lane. He's got a hole to the right. Busted out past the 30, inside to the 33-yard line. Pickup of around 8 yards for Elon Lane there on first down.
Took it around the right end, let the blockers block, and Lane, good to have him back coming off a injury after the first game, kind of slow, healing, not full 100% last week in Casey County. So good to have him back, but went around the right side, allowed his blocker to do the dirty work and set up a second and short.
Second down and 3. 6:35 to play first quarter. Horton from the gun, Elon Lane to his left. One receiver split out both ways. Micah Phillips in that H-back spot here. Horton will take the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, stutter steps, breaks one tackle, and he's going to be short of the first. A lot of dancing around for a 1-yard carry. It looked like another broken play. Twice now, looks like a miscommunication on a handoff.
Yeah, I mean, that's twice. Both times Horton's run, it's kind of been a little confusing in the backfield, whether it's a misassignment, misread, or what's going on. And he's fortunately been able to, the first time, pick up some positive yards. This time got back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and short, under 6 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Horton will go under center, has Lane in the backfield. The lone tailback takes it, gives it to Elon Lane right up the middle. He's able to push forward. Going to be close. Looks like maybe a half yard short of the first here, Dustin. It's going to be 4th and short.
If I'm Lincoln County, I'm leaving my offense on the field. I know it's a short field if you don't get it, but you need a long yard, I guess you could say. Here's where I tell my offensive line, this is where we need you.
Yeah, it's been the storyline all week, so it's 4th and inches. They're going to keep the offense out there. Horton will go under center.
Watch for the hard count, too. Horton.
Lane and Phillips in the backfield. Horton is very good at that hard count. Horton takes the snap, quarterback keeper, breaks the tackle, pushes forward. Second effort, looks like he's going to have it with the mark. And it is going to be a first down for Sawyer Horton on a quarterback keeper. A Bluegrass Drugstore first down for the Patriots. And with 5:06 to play in the first quarter, Lincoln has a fresh set of downs to work with. Ball on the Lincoln County 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Needed 1, picked up 2. That's a veteran junior quarterback for Lincoln County fighting for that first down.
Horton will go back to the gun. One back in the backfield to his right. Cody Carter and Connor Davis split out each way. Horton takes the snap. Gives it to Lane. PC smells it out. Lane hit. Fumble. Ball comes out. It's on the ground. It's still bouncing around. I can't tell if Lincoln might have lucked up and jumped back on it. And PC had 5 maroon shirts on that. And they were unable to pick it up. And Lincoln dodges a huge bullet. And Elon Lane took quite the shot there. Right helmet right on the ball and popped it out. Patriots recover. But it's all the way back on their own 25. So a big loss of about 10 yards there for Lincoln.
Coach Jaggers talking the pregame about if the ball hits the turf, it could bounce in any direction, and it slipped through about 3 Pulaski County Maroons' hands, and Logan Lawson for Lincoln County finally jumped on it, fortunately.
Way to not give up on that play for Lawson, because that would have been disaster, almost a scoop and score. 2nd and 21 after the miscue, and another situation where the line judge is coming over to talk with Coach Hines. Clock stopped, 4:44 to play first quarter, no score. Lincoln County, Connor Davis intercepts a pass in the end zone, the biggest defensive play of the year so far for Lincoln County. They needed a turnover, they got it.
Now you put yourself in definite passing situation, which Sawyer Horton coming off one of his best games as a Lincoln County Patriot last week. Got some capable receivers. You'd like to see him hit one of them here.
4 touchdown passes, 1 rushing touchdown last week for number 1, Sawyer Horton from the gun. Looks to throw. He'll let it go to the right. Caught by Connor Davis. Breaks 1 tackle. Gets out past the 30 to the 31. So good pickup there on second long. Davis able to get 7 or 8 yards back. Still going to set up 3rd and 15. Clock ticking. 4:15 to play first quarter. Shout out to Superintendent Michael Rowe. Listening back home. Principal Michael Gobby said, let's go Patriots. And it's a 3rd and long. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Horton from the gun. Elan Lane to his right. 2 receivers split out to the far right. Cody Carter comes in motion left to right. Snap to Horton. Rolls the throw. Lets it go. He's got Carter on the 37. Falls up near the 40, but there's a flag in the backfield. It's going to be a legal procedure on Lincoln County.
Yeah, you had 2 men in motion in the backfield, and once you get set, you've got to almost wait a full second. If you don't, it's going to be legal man in motion.
I like the formation and moving Cody Carter around to try to free him up. And actually, he had some daylight there. You know, that's a play, Dustin. You see that on first or second down before you get backed up. That's a good yardage play that obviously has been added to the old playbook this week. 3:45 to play in the first quarter. 3rd and 22 now after the penalty. Horton from the gun. And we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. Lincoln County, a Builder Supply timeout. 3:40 to play first quarter. You're listening to the Patriot Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
Seabold Heating and Air provides the heating and air services you need. Heating and air repair, installation, and maintenance. Whether your current heating system needs to be replaced, repaired, or simply needs maintenance, Seabold Heating and Air is the company to call for regularly servicing your equipment before you need emergency repairs, saving you stress and money in the long run. Seabold Heating and Air, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter.
Since 1957, Durham's Grocery at 606 Lancaster Street in Sanford has been serving Sanford and the surrounding community with a full line of groceries, fresh meats, quality produce, and a full-service deli with homemade salads. They offer money orders and are also a payment center for KU, Atmos Energy, AT&T, and more. For fast, friendly service all the way to your car, Durham's Grocery is big enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. That's Durham's Grocery.
Lincoln Football at Bob Allen Motor Mall.
3rd and long for Lincoln County after the timeout to talk things over. Horton will operate from the gun. 2 receivers to the right. He's going to roll to the right, look to throw downfield. Plenty of time, lets it go. Overshoots his man tight end Seth Horton up near the 40. Would have been short of the first had he hauled that in. So 4th and long, Patriots unable to capitalize after the turnover, Dustin, but they eat up some more clock and they keep PC out of the end zone. Now they'll have to punt it away for the second time.
It's not the worst outcome that could happen. It's not the best, especially after we've seen the fumble that could have been a scoop and score for Pulaski County, but punt this away and send your defense back out and hopeful for another stop.
Horton will punt again, standing on his 15. He gets blocked this time by PC, who gets a rush on it, but it takes a fortunate row for the Patriots all the way up to the 45, so it was blocked, but still going to be a 19-yard punt after it rolls dead. So the Patriots get lucky there as looked like a maroon top came flying just unblocked there, Dustin.
Yeah, the first punt he had, Sawyer just barely got it away. They're sending pressure, and they're loading up on one side, and they're bringing it.
You know, it's that time. You've had 2 games. Everybody's got film on each other. They may have seen something that a way to get in there and pressure that punt, because you're right, they've been in there both times. 1st and 10, PC, 3:27 to play first quarter. Duggar joined in the backfield by running back Cody Nichols. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side near the PC sideline. Duggar works from the shotgun. Takes the snap, pump fakes, looking deep, lets it go. He's got Godby on the 25, inside the 10. He's going to go touchdown. Pulaski County, Chandler Godby, 45-yard touchdown reception from the quarterback, Duggar, on a pump fake and go, and he was wide open. Easy score for the Maroons.
Lincoln County bid on that, and Duggar, he had about a 14-yard rush earlier.
3:22 to play first quarter. Our first score of the game, Dustin, and it was a wide open touchdown pass, Duggar to Godby.
Yeah, Duggar found himself, or faked Lincoln County's defense out. Little pump fake there. They thought he was going to run. Godby snuck free, found himself wide open. It was just a pitch and catch and run to the end zone.
Extra point attempt for the Maroons here. They will try the kick after the touchdown pass. 3:22 to play here in the first quarter. Our first score of the game, a 45-yard touchdown pass. Now the extra point pending. Good snap, hold down, kick is up. Plenty of leg, it's good. With 3:22 to play in the first quarter, our score, Pulaski County 7, Lincoln County 0. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
While so many of us ask big questions about what happens when we die, we often forget to ask questions that will capture the way that we lived. Take time to think about the type of funeral services that you would want. Traditional? Celebratory? Will the service reflect your unique interests and personality? Contact McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company and let funeral directors Kyle McKnight and Jamie Oakes assist you in pre-planning your funeral service today. McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, family owned and committed to serving you with dignity.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles, where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. If you're looking for quality equipment and exceptional services provided by trained experts, visit your local Kubota dealer, Lawson Tractor and Implement in Stanford today.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Angie Doolin, candidate for Circuit Court Clerk, kickoff here for the Maroons. They'll kick it deep. Connor Davis will go back and field it on his own 8-yard line. He'll bring it out up to the 15, hit hard at the 16-yard line, wrapped up and slammed to the ground. Maybe made the 17, so Patriots will take over 1st and 10 from there. Back to the what I called block punt after seeing it on video. It maybe was just shanked because of the rush, but nevertheless, Dustin, the special teams of PC calls the rush kick or the block kick. Hard to tell with the lighting. And speaking of the lighting, what about these lights after the touchdown?
I mean, this is state of the art.
Thought I was at a New Kids on the Block concert.
Last you scored, you had the lights going in and out, and not many high schools can have the privilege of the excitement that's built here at Pulaski
County.
It's
nice. I know Southwestern has those too. They're really cool. You know, the kids like it, and the fans and all that sort of thing. 7-0, Pulaski County leads here. 3:15 to play here in the first quarter on the McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Let's see if the big old line can get a drive sustained here. After the game, we'll recognize our Lincoln County lineman of the game, presented by Inter County Energy. 1st and 10. Ball marked on the 16-yard line of Lincoln County. Horton from the gun this time. Carter comes in motion, and we have a penalty flag, and it looks like it's going to be another false start on Lincoln County.
You got to get set on that, especially when you're sending a man in motion. That's twice. Lincoln County's been bit by that. And after only having 12 yards total so far in the first quarter, you can ill afford to keep backing up because of penalties.
Not seen Reed Curlish yet tonight, leading rusher on the season for the Patriots. 3rd drive of the game, and Horton's going to stay in the gun. Phillips to his right. 2 receivers split out to the far right. Carter comes in motion. He's going to hand it to Carter on the jet sweep. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Cody Carter. It'll be 2nd down at 15 from the Lincoln County 11-yard line. Under 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. 7-0. Maroons lead here early on.
Pulaski County defense done exactly what they needed to do. Stretch Carter out as far as they could until some silver helmets could get to him. Met him right at the line of scrimmage.
The man to watch for PC on defense is number 50, Leighton Abbott. 30 tackles through the first 2 games of the year. Horton will work from the gun. Looks to throw to right. It's going to be incomplete. A little bit high there, intended on the far sideline in front of Lincoln County's bench. It was Trevor Bennett. So 3rd and long, and this has been the trouble. Patriots have found themselves in 3rd and long 3 times now. Only 1 first down here in the first quarter. 2:30 to play. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 15. Ball all the way back at the Lincoln County 10-yard line.
Patriots yet to make it past midfield.
Horton will work from the gun with Phillips to his right. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. He's got his man over on the right sideline, but it's going to be well short of the first down. Past the original line of scrimmage, and then that's about it. It was caught by Bennett. And it's going to be 4th and 8. And unfortunately, the clock stops again as he went out of bounds. 2:24 to play here in the first quarter. Horton on the punt again. See if they can block up this punt rush a little better here. Chandler Godby back to receive it on the Patriot 47-yard line.
They're looking like they're bringing the house as Lincoln County brings a man on late.
Lincoln County runs in Stevens late. Snap to Horton. Pressure again. He gets it off. It's a line drive kick. Bounces on the 42, and it takes a Patriot bounce past midfield. Throws dead on the 49-yard line. So a 34-yard punt. No return for PC, but they take over with excellent field position once again with 2:15 to play here in the opening quarter, leading 7-0.
Send a shout out to Andrea Harris listening in, mother of former QB1 Nick Harris.
2:15 to play here in quarter number 1 from Pulaski County High School. Maroons leading the Patriots 7-0. Lincoln's defense held up on the first drive, and then PC struck quickly on the second, scoring on the first play from scrimmage. Duggar from the gun. 2 receivers to his right. It's going to be a toss out here on the right side. Big hole opens up at the 50. He's out past the 40, inside the 30 before he's pushed out. Big run by Nichols, a gain of over 20 yards. And the Maroons will be in business, 1st and 10 inside the Lincoln County 30-yard line.
Big 27-yard rush by Nichols. Bradley Coe had a chance at him. I thought Pulaski County did a good job of blocking. May have stretched a little jersey, but not enough to get the call.
Duggar, 2 backs in the backfield, shotgun formation. Looks to throw, pump fakes to the right, now scrambles to the left. Lincoln County sitting back in coverage. Now Duggar will take off. He's inside the 10 and finally took down. Looks like the ball might have came loose. Lincoln County saying they have the football, no indication.
Or maybe they're going to say he's down.
I think that's what they're indicating, Dustin, that he was already down when the ball came out, and it was. So Duggar picks up 22 yards. Or 18 yards. Actually, they're going to mark it at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6 after the big scramble from Duggar. Nichols in the backfield beside Duggar to his left. Receivers split out both ways. 1:45 to play here in the first quarter. Duggar takes the snap, gives it to Nichols. He runs off tackle to the right, cuts back inside, hit hard at the 2-yard line. Number 60, that's Hanley, comes up and makes a good stick for the Patriot defense.
Big hit by Hanley.
2nd and goal from the 3. Clock ticks down to 1:25 here in quarter number 1. Duggar keeps them huddled at the line. He's got receivers split both ways. Nichols the lone back.
Last time Pulaski was in the red zone, it was a Connor Davis interception. Be big time to pick up something here.
Godby comes in motion left to right. Duggar takes the snap, inside handoff to Nichols. He'll walk in right up the middle. 3-yard touchdown run with 1:03 to play here in the first quarter, and the Maroons jump out 13-0 on Lincoln County.
It's back-to-back drives for Pulaski County where they really just marched down the field. The first touchdown in one play this time took them about 4 plays before they found the pay dirt, but still, they're winning the first quarter, and it's because they're being the more physical and aggressive team.
Big hole open up there, and Nichols able to run it right up the middle for that 3-yard touchdown run. PC will send out the kicking unit to attempt an extra point here. Good snap. Kick is up. Plenty of leg on that, and it is good. 1:03 to play here in the first quarter. Pulaski County 14, Lincoln County 0. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
Hey, son, have you ever seen a power line fall down after a storm?
Yeah, Dad. We drove by one last week.
Well, do you know what a down power line could do if you touch it?
What?
Down power lines are dangerous. They can even kill you.
If you see power lines on the ground, always go the other direction. Keep away from them and call Intercounty Energy. This message is brought to you by Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
During the good times in life, such as a promotion or the birth of a new baby, who do you call to share in your excitement? You call a friend. During the difficult times in life, such as the loss of a loved one, who do you call for support and comfort? You call a friend. John David and Mary Benton Friend, your friends in funeral service. We also offer a full line of Monument products. Contact us anytime, 365-2670 or 379-2011.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Angie Dooling, candidate for circuit court clerk kickoff, received by Davis back inside the 10. He breaks the 20 and hits the sideline. Actually, it's Bradley Cole. Bradley Cole gets the ball out past the 20. Lincoln County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line with 59 seconds left here in quarter number 1.
The 14-0 lead is obviously the big definition, but look at these starting points for each team. Lincoln County starts at 28, 25, 16, and now 23. Pulaski County's possessions is starting at the 45-yard line and 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10. Lincoln County will have it here. Under 1 minute to play in the first quarter, and Connor Davis has not re-entered the lineup. Bennett in for him. Horton out in the slot. Cody Carter to the left. Shotgun formation for Horton. Got Ethan Lane in the backfield. He gives the lane right up the middle. Pushes the pile, maybe picks up one.
Eatland's running hard, but he's running into a physical defensive line. I mean, he's taking some shots.
Down to 44 seconds here in the first quarter. 14-0. Pulaski County leads, and it's 2nd and 9 for the Patriots. They'll break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. Cody Carter to the near sideline, Twins right. Ethan Lane in the backfield with Horton. Horton gives it to Lane. Lane goes off tackle, pulls a couple Maroons with him. Nice run for Ethan Lane. A gain of 6 as he's tackled on the 30-yard line, and that should be our final play here in the first quarter. At the end of 1 here at Pulaski County High School, our score, Pulaski County 14, Lincoln County 0. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
Hey, Lincoln County Patriots, this is Woods Adams, Lincoln County's next judge executive. I wanted to take this time to wish the Lincoln County Patriot football team the best of luck on a successful season. I also wanted to take the time to give thanks to everyone that supported me and my family during this past primary election. Being a part of a community where pride and tradition of each town intermingle to become Lincoln County is truly something special. To be trusted and supported by the same community in which I was raised is a huge honor, and I look forward to serving the people of Lincoln County. Again, this is Woods Adams. Thank you, Lincoln County. Now let's go, Patriots.
As all our Patriots are gearing up for their fall seasons, let us at Bluegrass Feed and Supply help you get ready for yours. We also carry deer corn and attractants by Evolved Habitats, Lucky Buck, and others to help you become more successful in the outdoors this fall. Stop in and see us at Bluegrass Feed and Supply, 150 Jeffries Lane, Houstonville, and check out our large amount of inventory online at ammograin.com. Go Patriots!
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Second quarter action set to get underway. Lincoln County trails 14-0. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney. Reminder, this YouTube live stream will be available to watch at the conclusion of the broadcast on delay basis tonight. 3rd and 8. Lincoln has it now, going left to right on the radio dial. 3rd and 8 from their own 30. Horton, play action pass. He's going to keep it himself on the run. Breaks the tackle at the 30, but thrown down at the 32, and that's number 50, the man to watch, Leighton Abbott. And Dustin, that linebacker, number 50, through 2 games, had 30 tackles for PC.
They're going to give Horton the first down.
But he got a good spot there, it looked like.
You talk about that many tackles. I mean, I think I know football, and I think that's a good stat.
15 tackles a game through the first 2 games, and that it will be good for a Bluegrass Drugstore first down for Horton. They got a good spot and a nice run by the quarterback. Horton's going to take the snap. PC brings pressure. He just throws it away wisely as he runs out of the pocket. Incomplete pass out near midfield. Stops the clock with 11:17 to play here in the second quarter on the McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard.
And I know it's aggravating to use one of your downs. It's an incomplete pass, but that's where you can see the development in Sawyer Horton. Earlier in his career, he takes that pass and tries to force something. Now a veteran quarterback, has started for 2 years, played some as a freshman, throws it away wisely to live another down. Smart play by the quarterback.
Lincoln County trailing 14-0. Second down and 10 from their own 38. Horton from the gun. Phillips to his right. Levi Warren at the H-back position now. There's a quick slant, and it's caught by Seth Horton now past the 35. Lunges forward to the 37. Nice yardage there. A gain of around 6. It'll set up third down. Actually, with that spot, it'll be 3rd and 5. Pick up a 5 for Seth Horton.
That connection between the two brothers has been, a strong suit for this Lincoln County offense. We've seen a touchdown come out of it last week, and it seems like just reliable. Throw it up to the brother. Kind of like that twin connection. You know where each other's at.
Maybe go back to it here. 3rd and 5 from the 38-yard line. Horton will operate from the shotgun. Hard count, made him jump, and it looks like he got PC on an encroachment penalty.
What number do you call on that? Because the whole defensive line jumped for Pulaski County.
One thing Horton's been good at, Dustin, over the past 2 or 3 years, he's very good at that hard count.
I know that's a stat you don't keep, but he's got to be somewhere in the record books for the most drawing the defensive line off sides.
And that's going to be good for a Bluegrass Drugstore first down on that penalty, so a big one.
This is the furthest Lincoln County has advanced the football, so you'd like to see them capitalize off this drive, put some points on the board.
Ball placed on the 43-yard line of Lincoln County, 1st and 10. Horton from the gun. Inside handoff to Phillips, hit immediately in the backfield, but able to fall forward and pick up nearly 3 yards. Good run that time by Micah Phillips.
He bobbled the snap as soon as bobbled the handoff when he received it from Horton. We got another
10:22 to play second quarter, 2nd down and 7.
Another official and head coach talking, and I think it's something to do with the clock because he's making the motion, needs to stop, needs to start.
Yeah, I think the clock might be froze up actually, Dustin, because the down's been wrong, the yardage is wrong. They're communicating, I think, with the scorekeeper here. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Ball placed on the Patriot 47-yard line. 10:22 to play first half. Patriots trailing 14-0, but they're driving the ball. Probably their best drive of the night so far. Horton will operate from the gun with that one back set to his right. He's going to fake the read, keep it himself, nowhere to go, and he'll fall down at the 45-yard line, loss of 1.
Yeah, nowhere to go right there. Wisely just fell down with it. He's a big old quarterback, and you may be able to break a tackle or two when you've got 3 of the linemen ready just to wrap you up. It's probably better just to go on down.
3rd and 8, under 10 minutes to play in the first half now. Horton has Elon Lane to his right. Twins to his right. Cody Carter to the far side near the Lincoln sideline. Takes the snap. Looks to throw to Carter, and he short-armed him. He had him. He was going to be short even if he caught it, and Maroons had 2 defenders in the area. It would have been a yard or 2 shy there, Dustin, even if he were able to haul that in. That's going to get the punt team back out there.
And you're kind of in that territory where if you're Sawyer Horton, it wouldn't shock me to see Jaggers roll out the dice with the fake here. As much pressure as Pulaski County's been putting on, they load up one side, and one side's kind of empty.
4th and 8 from the Patriot 45. Horton on the punt. 9:36 to play. High snap, gets it. It's a high punt. He barely got it off. Godby will run up and fair catch it at the the Pulaski County 37. No return on the fair catch. And that's going to be a 17-yard punt, no return with 9:33 to play first half. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we will recognize our Seabold Heating and Air Player of the Game. Pulaski County takes over 1st and 10, leading 14-0. They're operating right to left if you are looking at your radio dial, and the quarterback Duggar back in. Takes the snap, play action pass to Nichols, and he had Chandler Godby streaking wide open, incomplete over the middle.
Almost looks as if it may have got tipped at the line because that connection don't end up that short. Duggar's about a 70% completion percentage. Tonight he's 4 of 7 for.
Takes the snap, hand off to Nichols. Nichols bounces it out to the right. Got plenty of running room out there. Finally hit around the 45. Cody Carter comes up, first man to make contact. They're going to stop him short of the first, but it'll be 3rd down and short from the PC 46-yard line with 9:11 to play here in the first half. 3rd and we'll call it a yard. Bryson Duggar in the backfield with Nichols. Shotgun formation, twins to the left. Duggar waiting on the snap. He's going to throw. Drops back, looks left, nowhere to go. Now he tucks it and he's going to run. He's got the first down and more. Breaks midfield, out of bounds. He goes inside the 45 on the 44-yard line. That gain will be good for a first down for PC. And that's just the cover, your good coverage. Duggar recognizes it and takes what he can get, and it's enough for a first down.
And you got to respect his arm. And like you said, good coverage downfield. He just held on to it, seen the hole, and took off running.
1st and 10 from the 44. Handoff inside to Nichols. Spins and then wrapped up, able to fall forward to the 40. Pick up a 4, and they had him for a short gain, and Nichols is shifty. Hits the old circle button and spins forward to the 40. 2nd down and 6. 8:22 to play first half. Maroons inside Lincoln County territory. Bryson Duggar, the quarterback. Play action pass. He'll roll to the right, looking downfield. Has a man over the middle, incomplete, and nearly intercepted off the fingertips that time of Zach Anderson. And I think if Carter could have turned around quicker, Dustin, that ball seemed like in the air for what seemed like forever.
Yeah, I mean, and dangerous pass, a little high on that, gets tipped up even higher, and it hung up just like a feather floating down. Just unfortunate for Lincoln County, nobody in that area.
3rd down and 6 from the Patriot 40. Bryson Duggar awaits the snap. Looks to throw. Looks right, now left. Now he scrambles up the middle. Has first down and more. He's inside the 30. Gets to the right sideline, inside the 20. Stiff arms a man. Now inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. Duncan had him out nearly 20, and he was able to get around him. But Duggar, if nothing's going on and Lincoln's dropping 7 or 8, he's finding plenty of running lanes, and he's killing Lincoln County with his legs.
4 carries, 73 yards for Bryson Duggar. Carries a 14, 19, 10, and a 30-yard gain.
Lincoln County running a 3-4 defense tonight. They've basically been in a 4-4 the first 2 games, and the coverage has been good, Dustin, but they're just giving up huge running lanes. And now it's going to be first. And can they get a first? It's going to be 1st and goal from right at the 10-yard line with 7:25 to play here in the first half. PC leading 14-0. Bryson Duggar takes the snap, looks to throw out right. It's caught at the 6. Godby breaks a tackle and prances into the end zone for a touchdown with 7:14 to go here in the first half. It's Duggar to Godby on a 10-yard touchdown pass, and the Maroons now lead 20-0, extra point pending.
And that's just that connection that you've seen all season. You get an all-state receiver and Godby one-on-one coverage, he's going to make men miss more time than not. Did it there and walked right into the end zone.
So Pulaski County on to try their third extra point of the night. Bryson Mounts, the kicker. Good snap. It's down. The kick's up. It's going to barely clear the bar. It's good. 21-0. 7:14 to play first half. Pulaski County leads the Patriots. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
This is Angie Doolin, candidate for Lincoln County Circuit Court Clerk. It has been an honor serving this county for over 24 years, and I would like to wish the Lincoln County football Patriots good luck on their upcoming season. You're number one on the field and number one in our hearts. And don't forget to score that extra point by voting Angie Doolin for Lincoln County Circuit Court Clerk on November 8th. Go Pates. Paid for by candidate.
Kick off the fall season by tackling your next home improvement project. The guys at Builder Supply in Stanford can help you. They have all the right tools and expert salespeople. They sell premium do-it-best paints. Let their paint specialist Gary Grubbs help you with all your painting needs. With expertise in color matching paints and stains, they can make any color and help you use the right products to do your project right. So go see Stanford Builder Supply, proud supporter of Lincoln County Patriots.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Angie Doolin, candidate for Circuit Court Clerk, kickoff, sails into the end zone, touchback. Lincoln County will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 7:14 to play here in the first half.
Offensively, Lincoln County has got to get something going. You know, Coach Jaggers talked to the pregame about having a slow start. Lincoln County only 38 yards of offense compared to 202 yards for Pulaski County. Lincoln County averaging just under 2 yards per rush attempt. Got to see that improve if Lincoln County wants to find a way to get back into this game.
Shout out to Sabrina Naus, mother of former Patriot wide receiver Josh Coddington, listening back home tonight. Lincoln County needs to sustain a drive here, Dustin, and eat up some clock and get a score on the board. Trailing 21-0, 7:14 to play here in the half. Horton takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's got time, looks deep, and a miscommunication as he overshoots his intended receiver, Carter, by probably 20 yards there.
Yeah, Carter, I guess the plan was for it to be a go route. Carter cut in about 10 yards deep, and that ball went to no man's land.
Connor Davis back in on this drive. He was out on the last drive, and good to see him back out there. 7:09, clock stops on the incomplete pass. Lincoln County struggling for offense here early on. 21 plays, 38 total yards. PC already over 200 yards in the game. 2nd and 10 now. Horton takes it, handoff, this inside handoff, and nothing going on. Sniffed out at the line of scrimmage as Phillips unable to find anywhere to go with the football.
Really impressed by Pulaski County. I don't know who you brag on more, their offense or their defense. I mean, a well-coached team that's playing disciplined football here tonight, and, you know, they're playing tough, and that's what you want out of a state championship caliber team, and that's what you're seeing out of Pulaski County, not only here tonight, but the first 2 previous games as well.
3rd down and 10. Clock down to 6:34 in the opening half. Horton has twins to his right. One back in the backfield. Takes the snap. It's a low snap. Horton drops it. Now he picks it up. He's in trouble. Scrambles around. Rolls back to the left now. Finds a man down there, and it's going to just throw it away. I thought it was a Lincoln County. Actually, it was wisely thrown away as that was a PC man in the area. No Lincoln County receivers anywhere near that play. And, Dustin, that was just a disaster from the get-go. A low snap, and then Horton tried to pick it up with one hand, and maybe 2-3 times he jabbed at it and finally picks it up, and at that point he's just running for his life.
Yeah, that's almost, I mean, looking at the hindsight of it, you just hope he just fall onto it. But he's a game player or a playmaker and tried to make something out of nothing and wisely threw it away.
4th and 10, Patriots will punt here with 6:17 to play in the half. Horton gets the snap, gets the punt off. It bounces at the 40, rolls inside the 50 and out of bounds on the PC 48-yard line. They'll take over from there, leading 21-0 in excellent field position again.
Our local internet connectivity is powered by Skyline Broadband, and this game is brought to you in part by Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Michaela King, by Lincoln County Public Library, by Stanford Waterworks, and by Mary Adams, candidate for Lincoln County PVA.
Bryson Duggar leads the Maroon offense back out there. They've ran 19 plays for 202 yards and 3 touchdowns so far, and doing a lot of damage on the ground.
And that's where, I mean, he's some good throws to Chandler Godby, but I think he's been more dangerous on the ground than what he has through the air tonight.
Duggar, play action pass. Quick hitch out on the left side, caught at the 50. Anderson works his way down to the 42 before he's pushed out of bounds. Right about a 10-yard pickup. We'll see if it's enough for a first down. Maybe going to measure. No, they're going to say it's enough. It'll be 1st and 10 Maroons. Ball marked on the Lincoln County 42.
Pulaski County's lining out 2 receivers on one side and just slinging it out and allowing one-on-one man coverage and saying, I'm going to let my receiver try to beat yours.
Yeah, and then you're stuck trying to make open field tackles. And Duggar, man moves on this left side, false start. Gibson had worked himself into the backfield for Lincoln County, looking for that elusive Durham's Grocery sack.
Patriots hasn't had many sacks this season, but be a good time to get one right here.
5-yard penalty will back it up. 1st and 15 now. Duggar hands it off inside to Nichols. Nichols busts it down to the 41, picks up 7. Nichols having a fine night on the ground for the Maroon offense.
6 carries, 52 yards, and 1 touchdown for Cody Nichols.
2nd and 8, 5:20 to play first half. PC leads Lincoln 21-0. Duggar will go no back this time. 2 receivers split both ways. Tight end stands up on the right side in the slot. Duggar's going to roll right, look to throw. Lincoln brings pressure with Warren. Can't get there, but they make Duggar have to get rid of the ball, and he throws it out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd and long here, 3rd and 8. Clock stops with 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter, the first half. And Duggar wisely throws that one away. First time tonight, Lincoln had pressure. Levi Warren had worked his way back there.
And I thought Warren made the right decision. Early in the game, Lincoln County kind of set back and was, leery of the pass. Warren this time went straight after Duggar and made him throw it away.
Duggar from the gun, hands it to Nichols, right up the gut. Nichols hit at the line. Looked like Jedi Henry and Zane Mullins get in on the action, and that's another move we've seen on the defense. Jedi, who is not a huge kid, playing nose tackle tonight and doing a good job up there.
It's like me standing beside you. You've definitely got me beating size advantage, but, it's the physicalness and the heart that Jedi shows out there. I mean, we've seen him show up at the bottom of piles, leading a drive for Lincoln County's defense, so size doesn't matter to him.
Carpenter checks in for Jedi Henry. 4th and 5. PC's going to go for it. Nichols goes in motion, trips to the left. Duggar takes the snap, pump fakes to Gobby. Now he tucks it and runs. Breaks the line of scrimmage, now inside first down territory, and he's going to have first down yardage as he's brought down on the 29. Another big run from Bryson Duggar gives the Maroons a fresh set of downs here with 4:20 to play in the first half.
And that's the disadvantage of only having a 3-man front. It was a design run the whole way. Duggar seen the lane, waited for it to open, and just ran until he slid down.
Duggar operating from the gun. Lincoln brings pressure. Duggar steps out of it, now lets it go, and it's caught at the 24. Nice open field tackle that time by Ross Gibson. Completed to Denmeyer. Picks up 7. 2nd down and 3. 3:45 to play in the half. 21-0 PC leads on our McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. No huddle offense for Bryson Duggar and the Maroons. He'll work from the gun. Lincoln County shows pressure. Duggar pump fakes, looks end zone, lets it rip on a seam route, nearly intercepted there by Cody Carter. Got a hand on it, and he read that ball beautifully.
That's 3 times Lincoln County has almost come up with an interception, or I should say, one time they did come out with the interception. This time almost had it in and out of the hands of Carter, but sets up another 3rd down for Pulaski County.
3rd and 4. Bryson Duggar is a master of the pump fake. He does a great job with that. Nichols to the left of Duggar from the gun. Twins both ways. 3rd down and 4. Play action pass. He'll go over the middle. He's got Godby on the 15. Breaks the tackle. To the end zone he goes. He's shifty, and he scores. It's Chandler Godby on a 24-yard reception from Bryson Duggar with 3:21 to play here in the first half. And PC jumps out 27-0.
That's almost a cheat code for Pulaski County offense. All Duggar has to do is find number 16, which was one of our cornerstone realty and auction keys to the game, was guard number 16. Already 3 touchdowns.
Easier said than done. Chandler Godby had 16 catches for 253 and 3 scores coming into the night. And he's already matched that with 3 touchdown receptions here in the first half. Mounts his extra points good. 3:21 to play here in the second quarter. PC leads 28-0. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
This is Sean Slusher, your shelter insurance agent here in Stanford. For auto, home, farm, business, and life insurance, give me a call, 365-3143.
To communicate more effectively and become more transparent with our customers, Stanford Waterworks has developed our own free advisory app. Here are some advisories to look for: construction and maintenance activities, boil water advisories, road closures and detours, community events, payment reminders, police and fire department news, and you can pay your bill. To install the app, click on the Play or Apple stores. Type Stanford Waterworks Advisory or SWW Advisory. Stanford Waterworks, providing quality water for Stanford and Lincoln County.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Three plays and only 38 total yards for Lincoln County here tonight.
Then you add on to, the starting position that Lincoln County's had. Like I said, they've started running quick math right around between the 25, 24-yard line is their average starting position compared to Pulaski County's right around near midfield. And it's just because Lincoln County's offense just isn't getting much, and you're forcing, quick punch from Sawyer Horton, and Pulaski County is feasting off good field position.
Horton operates from the gun. Handoff inside, and stuck at the line of scrimmage is Phillips by a swarm of maroon jerseys. No gain. And Lincoln County having all sorts of trouble. This update from the Titletown showdown. Bull County leads Danville midway through the second quarter, 27-0.
Talk about a good tradition here at Pulaski County. I'd put it right at, Boyle County's probably the step above. I mean, that's a dominant team Coach Haddix has over at Boyle County.
2:43 to play first half, second down and 10. Horton has 2 receivers both to his right and 2 to the left now. He's going to throw out on the left side, caught by Elon Lane at the 25. Pick up a 5. He's hit immediately, and forward progress stopped there.
I like the little short routes. We talked about early in the pregame, Lincoln County's got to control the run, but Pulaski County's being tough on it. It seems like those little hitch routes, those little 5-yard, 7-yard in and outs. I mean, he's hit his brother Seth Horton, now Elon Lane. Something quick just to move the chains.
Go back to it here maybe. And
yeah.
Definitely would like to see a first down here to keep nothing else, Dustin, to keep this high-flying attack of PC off the field here before the half. 3rd and 4, 1:54 on the clock. Horton takes the snap. He's going to throw. He's going to scramble out. Looks downfield. Lets it go to Lane. Behind him, incomplete. Right at the 48-yard line. It would have been a huge gain. He had Elon Lane streaking free as Horton scrambled to his right, but he unable to complete it. Just a tad behind Elon.
And here's where the pressure hurt, as he had Connor Davis wide open here on this far side, or, side closest to us, Pulaski County side. But because of the pressure he was getting, he couldn't see.
4th and 5, and that brings the punt team back out here with 1:45 to play here in the second quarter. Horton will set up and punt from his own 25, gets the snap, gets off a low punt, hits at the 45, rolls to the PC 45, and finally done rolling at the Pulaski County 43-yard line. 32-yard punt, no return. And the Maroons will take over 1st and 10 with 1:40 on the clock.
Lincoln County, each offensive drive has ended in a punt. And outside of the first interception, Pulaski County has scored 4 straight touchdowns on their drives. A big stop before half you could almost check as a moral victory, I guess you could say, but a big win going into halftime. 35-0 compared to 28-0. It's a big difference.
1:40 left here as Bryson Duggar breaks the huddle. 2 receivers split both ways. Nichols joins him in the backfield. Lincoln County needs to get a stop here. Man comes in motion. Duggar looks to throw. Lincoln brings pressure. Duggar rolls to the left. Lets a pass go toward Godby at midfield. Falls incomplete.
Duggar 9 of 16 for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns with that lone interception so far in the first half, and majority of that's going to Chandler Godby.
So Lincoln County brings pressure that time and rattles Duggar enough on the pass to make it fall incomplete. 1:33 left here in the half. 2nd and 10, Duggar takes the snap, hand off to Nichols. Patiently waits for a hole. Runs to the right. Now Hunter Handley comes in and slams him down at the 45, and there's a yellow flag behind the play.
See what they're...
Looks like in the neighborhood of holding.
Because it was thrown before the tackle happened, so... Yep.
And it will be a 10-yard holding penalty on Pulaski County. It's going to back them up and set up 2nd down and 20. 1:21 left in the half. Lincoln County trailing 21-0 on the McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard.
I like to see Duggar try to throw one deep here, and Connor Davis, who's back out there, get that second interception. Maybe have some room to run with it.
Duggar from the gun takes the snap, handoff Nichols. Off the right side, he breaks inside the 46, it looks like. Or excuse me, the 36.
Tackling-wise, Lincoln County, you can see a big improvement compared to last week. Are running the ball.
Totally agree.
Some open field tackles, position where you'd like to have back, but overall, a lot better.
3rd and long, clock down to 45 seconds now. Duggar looks to throw, lets it go over the middle. Godby catches it at the 43, hit immediately, breaks the tackle. Now he's inside the 50, breaks another tackle. He's going to go. Chandler Godby, 57-yard touchdown reception on 3rd and 18, and what a great move by that young man. They had him stopped well short of the first. 3 different Lincoln County defenders near the ball, no one able to bring him down, and he scampers in for a 57-yard touchdown, his 4th touchdown of the night, and this young man's making a case for Mr. Football here tonight at PC.
Right after I talked about good tackling by Lincoln County, Chandler Godby makes 2 men miss when he should have been brought down as soon as he caught it. Got a little slippery on it and took it to the house.
29 seconds left here in the half where Mounts his extra point. They're going to fake it. Godby's going to pick it up and run it in for 2. And makes it 36-0. 29 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. And, Dustin, you fake it there because coming out of halftime of 36 is the magic number for a running clock.
Yeah, a lot of people say, well, he's trying to run up the score. He's trying to, no, that's the go. Any team would do that.
It's actually probably better sportsmanship to get the running clock, to go for it there. And They do just that. It's 36-0, 29 seconds left here in the half. Patriots had them on a 3rd and 18. Godby caught it on just a little 10-yard hook pattern, more or less, Dustin, and broke a tackle. 2 other defenders in the territory of the catch, and no one able to bring him down. And once that young man gets an open field, you can forget it.
It kind of gives you flashbacks of what Clayton Davis did for Lincoln County last season. He's a difference maker now, scoring his 4th touchdown of the night is Godby. And
Angie Doolin, candidate for circuit court clerk kickoff. Lincoln County has Carter back deep, and he lets it go over his head. And the ball knuckles up at the 3. Lincoln County's in trouble. Carter goes back and picks it up, and that's why you never give up on a play, Dustin. Cody Carter just watched it die, assuming it was going to roll into the end zone, and nearly died. It actually did die on the 2, and luckily Carter went back and picked it up, and Lincoln County's pinned all the way back at the 1-yard line.
You can't get much worse starting position than that, because now it's kind of tough for Lincoln County.
Special teams a big factor here in the score. 23 seconds to play here in the half, and Lincoln backed up all the way inside the 2. Looks like the 1-yard line. And that's just a special teams meltdown there for the Patriots.
Yeah, and that's where turf will come back to bite you, as Coach Jaggers talked about. You don't get the bounce you do on typical grass. And it just knuckleballed and died down. Looked like me throwing a softball back in our good days. Just died down, and that's why, like you said, you never give up on those.
So Lincoln County will have to do all they can do here to avoid a safety. 1st and 10 from the 1. 23 seconds left in the half. Look for Horton on a sneak here, and that's what he's going to do. He pushes the pile forward, and he's able to work his way off the goal line, and what apparently will be the final play here of the half. Down to 14 seconds. Neither team interested in a timeout. Wisely so for Lincoln County, and that's going to do it here in the first half. Our score, Pulaski County 36, Lincoln County 0. You're listening to Patriot Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with State Farm's homeowner's insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Jason Todd, your local State Farm agent, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can make sure you get the discount you deserve and coverage you need. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Jason Todd, at 365-9882 or stop by my office at 711 Danville Avenue in Stanford today to find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
Hungry for lunch? Looking for something different? Something fast? Stop by Coleman's Drugstore in Deli. Coleman's is more than a drugstore. It's the perfect meeting place for those of us who want lunch at a snap. Coleman's has different lunch specials daily. They're serving up hot, home-cooked Southern dishes to sandwiches and wraps. And oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention my very favorite part of their menu, homemade desserts. What are you waiting on? Coleman's is located right in the heart of downtown Stanford, your local hometown drugstore in Delhi.
It's halftime on WPBK-FM. Our halftime show is presented by David Gambrell, candidate for Lincoln County PVA.
Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care, your total weed and pest control experts, offer many services like seeding and fertilizing and termite and pest control. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call them today for an inspection of your home or lawn. Their number is 606-365-7538 and in Danville at 859-236-5289. Don't worry, they're licensed and insured. Plus, with over 35 years of experience, you know it will be done right the first time. Again, their number in Stanford is 606-365-7538 and 859-236-5289 in Danville. Don't wait. Protecting your home and lawn is what they do best at Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care.
This is John Hackley. When I was appointed county attorney, I became the first LCHS graduate to hold a county office. David Gambrell became the first Lincoln County Patriot elected to a county office. As a close friend for 45 years, I've witnessed his heart for service in many ways. He has served as well as PVA. Please join me in voting on November 8th to keep David Gambrell, Lincoln County PVA.
Paid for by the David Gambrell Campaign Fund.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Halftime here from Pulaski County High School. It's all Maroons. They lead the Patriots 36-0. Dustin, let's take a look at the first half scoring drives.
Scoring drives, and with a 36-0 lead, of course, it is heavily in favor of Pulaski County, but the Maroons didn't score their first touchdown until 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter when quarterback Bryson Duggar found All-State wide receiver Chandler Gobby on a 45-yard pass. The point after attempt was good, putting Pulaski County up 7-0. With 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining in quarter number one, Pulaski County's Cody Nichols kept it on a 3-yard run. Point after attempt was good, and Pulaski County led 14-0 after the first quarter. Pulaski would find the end zone 3 times in the second quarter, with the first coming with 7 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the first half, when it was Bryson Duggar connecting with, once again, Chandler Godby on a 10-yard pass. Point after was successful. Pulaski County up 21-0. With 3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the first half, it was once again Bryson Duggar connecting with Chandler Godby, this time for 24 yards out. Point after was successful. 28-0 was the Maroon lead. And then with 29 seconds to go in the first half, it was Pulaski County Bryson Duggar connecting with, guess who, Chandler Godby, this time a 56-yard pass. Duggar would keep it in for the 2-point conversion, putting Pulaski County up at halftime 36-0, and then Brad initiating the running clock to start the second half.
Lincoln County struggled to move the ball, Dustin, as we'll look at here some individual stats, but they came out and they've tried to establish the run game, and then, of course, that wasn't going well. They tried to go to the air, and they're having trouble blocking PC. Let's take a look now at some individual stats for the Patriots and the Maroons.
Lincoln County led in rushing by Evelyn Lane, 5 carries, 16 yards of rushing. Sawyer Horton, 7 carries, 14 yards. Micah Phillips, 3 carries, 4 yards. Cody Carter had 2 carries for -5 yards. Sawyer Horton passing the football 3 of 10 for 17 yards. A couple of those were a lot of throwaways where he had some pressure in the backfield. But as a team, Lincoln County has ran 27 plays for only 46 yards in the first half. And, I mean, you're talking about coming off last week where Lincoln County marched up and down the field over 400 yards offense, going up against a stout Pulaski County defense, only 46 yards, 29 of those rushing, 10 passing. Lincoln County only averaging 1.7 yards per attempt. And, that's not successful football. And, Lincoln County got to improve that in the second half to get that average up. Pulaski County, on the other hand, is led in rushing by quarterback Bryson Duggar, 5 attempts for 80 yards. Cody Nichols, 8 carries, 58 yards, and 1 score. And then Bryson Duggar passing the football. As I add in that last score, I have not added that in yet. Passing the football, 10 of 17 for 180 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Pulaski County, offensive-wise, has ran 30 plays for 318 yards and 5 scores with 1 turnover. They've rushed it for 138 yards, passing for 180.
Dustin, as you go over those stats, I'm curious as to why we've not seen Reed Curlis in. No carries for that young man in the first half, and he's been the most explosive-looking of the runners. And, a game like this, you're trying to just nickel and dime them and pick up the short yardage, but you've got to have that threat. And I think through 3 games, you and I both would agree, the reoccurring theme for the Pates has been just lack of speed on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and Reed, he's had the longest run of the season with that 46-yard touchdown against Danville, and fresh legs maybe come out the second half. I don't know, why Reed hasn't been out there, but another freshman they can look at for maybe power football is Cash Smith, and just try to mix something up, get something going, because up front Pulaski County has dominated this game and only giving up 1.7 yards per carry. That's Coach Hines, he'll even have to brag about that to his team.
It's halftime here at Pulaski County High School. The Maroons lead the Patriots 36-0. You're listening to Lincoln Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
County Schools is a proud public school district that serves over 3,000 students and employs over 700 people. The school system is made up of 7 different schools and a technology center. The district offers a variety of diverse programs in order to meet the needs of the students and their communities. From preschool to Patriots, kids matter most at all of Lincoln County Schools.
Crab Orchard Elementary, we are Cubs.
Howland Elementary, we are Aviators.
Houstonville Elementary, we are Tigers.
Stanford Elementary, we are Wildcats.
Waynesburg Elementary, we are Tigers.
Lincoln County Middle School, we are Eagles.
Lincoln County High School, we are Patriots.
This is Superintendent Michael Rowe. Together, we are Team Lincoln.
Lincoln County Board of Education, every student, every classroom, every day, college, career, and citizenship ready. It's halftime on WPBK-FM. Our halftime show is presented by David Gambrell, candidate for Lincoln County PVA.
AGE prides itself on a common-sense approach to facilitating our clients' goals and ambitions. Our design group considers not only cost-effective but also economically maintainable solutions from start to finish for our clients. Our designs meet or exceed safety and operational requirements at all levels of government while preserving the aesthetic, historic, or cultural resources of an area. AGE proudly sponsors Lincoln County High School sports. AGE Engineering, engineering Kentucky's future.
Dealmaker, Bob Allen.
New GMCs cost less at Bob Allen GMC. Hi, I'm John Welsh, and now's the perfect time to order the new 22 GMC Sierra 1500. And at Bob Allen GMC, you'll pay below MSRP. Bob Allen GMC, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Halftime here at Pulaski County High School, and the Pulaski County Marching Band they've brought a ship out here and everything. It's quite the performance here.
If you look on Twitter, Coach Hines' Twitter is always #BurnTheShip.
Yeah, they're doing it out here. What a performance the fans are being treated to at the half. 36-0 Maroons lead. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney here at the half. And it will be a running clock here in the second half. And this isn't the only blowout tonight. Just saw on the old ticker, the Bull County Rebels leading over Bull County at the half 41-0. So that will also be a running clock in the second half. And I heard some people talking throughout the week about how that was going to be a good game, and I did not have that feeling, Dustin. I thought that Bull County had shown that they were quite a bit better than the Admirals. And, you know, you look at Bull, you mentioned their recent history and how dominant they've been. And then you mentioned Pulaski, and look right over there on that building, Dustin. They went to the state championship game 4 straight years, 13, 14, 15, and 16, winning one of those. So I told one of my good friends here just a few minutes ago, this team has the look of a team that could win a state championship again this year with this high-flying offense, and I've been very impressed with their defense here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, we've talked about this season, Lincoln County offensively is a younger team, but still showed through the first 2 games they can move the football. And Pulaski County has played stingy defense tonight. And, you know, we talked about, I don't know who I'm more impressed with, offense for Pulaski County or defense, because all 3 phases for Pulaski County has showed up. I think we've seen the perfect version of Pulaski County, and what we're seeing, it wouldn't shock me to see them back at Kroger Field hoisting a trophy at the end of the season. They've
been as impressive as anyone, especially in this area early in the year. They go to Belfry, get down 2 scores, and then go score 34 unanswered against the Pirates and win that game in comfortable fashion. Turn around last week, and actually I know at one time had Wayne County down 54-6, so a similar game to what you're seeing here. And folks at home unable to see this, you hear the score, and then you're thinking, oh, man, here we go. But Dustin and I were talking off the air. The defensive effort has been better tonight for the most part. The tackling's been better. The kids are playing hard. They've just run up against a machine here tonight in the Pulaski County Maroons.
Lincoln County has done a nice job tackling 10 of the 11 players on the field. You know, they've struggled with Chandler Godby, who's just broken free for some wide open routes. But overall, tackling has been improved since last week. And it's no secret Lincoln County's going to play a tough schedule this season. And then, they're going to play a tough schedule all the way, well into conference play as you get Corbin, Wayne County, and Knox Central. So you can look at this score and say, well, Lincoln County, unless something, a miracle happens, will fall to 0-3. Well, that's fine because that's just the first season. What you're doing is you're preparing yourself for district play when you go into Wayne County, Corbin, and Knox Central. So it's a tough schedule, but it's only going to make this team better, even if it doesn't look like it right now.
And Pulaski County is a dangerous team and a team that's going to be a force to reckon with in Class 5A all season without question. And they lead here tonight 36-0. It'll be a running clock when we open up the second half. The Patriots have struggled to move the ball, Dustin. That's been the thing here tonight that we didn't see in the first couple of games. The defense, as we mentioned, aside from a couple of broken plays with Godby, has been better, but overall Lincoln County's offense really struggling here tonight, only 46 total yards.
46 total yards and maybe 1 or 2 first downs. Getting to the 33-yard line has been about as far as Lincoln County has got. And, that's you want to look at ways to improve that. And at the same time, you just got to shake Pulaski County's hand for being tough and stingy on defense. And, the second half, you've got to look at ways to improve your team. And, with the running clock down 36-0, more than likely you're not going to come back to win this game. So what you really need to do is focus on getting your team better because you've got a game next week. How are you going to prepare for next week? How are you going to prepare for the rest of the season? And only averaging 1.7 yards per carry and 46 yards total as a total team offense, it isn't going to win you a lot of ball games. So use this as a teaching tool and find a way to improve that offense even in a game as lopsided as this.
It's halftime. The Patriots trail 36-0. You're listening to Patriot Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers in Lancaster proudly support our home team Patriots on the field and off. If you're looking to buy, sell, or auction your property, no one sells it better than Urban Realtors and Auctioneers. Our professional agents can help you navigate the home buying or selling process while taking the stress off of you. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at urbangroup.com. Urban Group, supporting the Patriots and your community for over 50 years.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
It's halftime on WPBK-FM. Our halftime show is presented by David Gambrell, candidate for Lincoln County PVA.
Hungry for lunch? Looking for something different? Something fast? Stop by Coleman's Drugstore and Deli. Coleman's is more than a drugstore. It's the perfect meeting place for those of us who want lunch at a snap. Coleman's has different lunch specials daily. They're serving up hot, home-cooked southern dishes to sandwiches and wraps. And oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention my very favorite part of their menu, homemade desserts. What are you waiting on? Coleman's is located right in the heart of downtown Stanford. Your local hometown drugstore and deli.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jonathan Alford with Animal Care Center. Let me and my compassionate staff at Animal Care Center help you take care of your furry family members. At Animal Care Center, we're well equipped to handle anything from general wellness visits to complex medical cases. Located on Highway 27 across from Sonic, call 606-365-7660 to schedule your appointment today.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Halftime here at Pulaski County High School. The Maroons leading the Patriots 36-0, able to punch another touchdown in on a Chandler Godby touchdown pass with only 23 seconds left in the half, Dustin, on a 3rd and 18. So Lincoln County has backed up. PC put them in some tough spots, but Pulaski County's found a way to answer every time, and they lead in blowout fashion here at the half, 36-0. Lincoln County unable to score in the first half, and something that they're going to have to find a way to get in the end zone here and maybe right out of the gate.
Yeah, Pulaski County's going to get the ball first, so you'd like to see Lincoln County get a good defensive stop, come out, score, and, tack on a few extra points. Who's brought to you by Ricky Lane, candidate for school board. The extra points brought to you by Ricky Lane. Ricky makes it a point to put the students first.
Lincoln County with no extra points nor attempts in the first half, so thank you to our fine extra point sponsor. Lincoln County trailing 36-0. We mentioned the other big rivalry game tonight, the Rebels lead the Admirals 41-0 at the half. So that game a blowout. And Dustin, the second half set to get underway. Let's revisit our Cornerstone Realty and Auction keys to the game and talk about what Lincoln County's been able to do with those keys here early on. Let Cornerstone Realty and Auction, let them help find a key for you for your next home.
Keys to the game we mentioned was, let's start with turnover margin. We thought Lincoln County, in order for them to have a chance against a tough Pulaski County team, they're going to have to win the turnover margin. Well, put a check mark beside it. Lincoln County did get the interception on the first drive from Pulaski County, so they lead the turnover margin 1-0. Like you see them build off that. That's their first forced turnover all season. The next two, control the line of scrimmage and time of possession. They've done a good job controlling the time of possession. It's not so much the line of scrimmage. Offensively only averaging 1.7 yards per carry when trying to rushing the ball, only throwing the ball for 17 yards compared to Pulaski County, who's averaging just over 10 yards per carry and then throwing for 180 yards and 4 scores. You'd like to see them get back to controlling that line of scrimmage here in the second half. And then we talked about covering number 16, Chandler Godby, the All-State receiver. So far, Godby, 4 touchdowns receiving the ball tonight. He's just a playmaker, and like you said, it's easier said than done to cover him, and he's proved why that tonight.
Well, Chandler's grandmother just texted me, Miss Dreama Tomlinson, and said, what about my buddy Chandler? And, I got to give her credit. She's a big Lincoln County fan, and, of course, tonight you can't blame her. A big PC Maroons fan, and Chandler's having quite the game. 4 touchdowns here at the half. Lincoln County will kick off to open up the second half. It'll be another Angie Doolin, candidate for circuit court clerk kickoff. Kobe Towns will tee it up from the 40. Lincoln kicking left or right on your radio dial. It's a booming kick. It bounces at the 11, takes a Lincoln County bounce, and the Patriots fall on it and recover it. It looks like Elin Lane able to come up with it for Lincoln County, and there's that turf bounce again.
It's got to be the biggest play outside of the interception for Lincoln County tonight. Hit about the 10-yard line, then shot back to Lincoln County, who was rushing down the field. Elin Lane jumped on top of it. The closest Lincoln County has been to scoring a touchdown comes on the first play of the second half. What a kick by Kobe Towns.
Inside the red zone, Lincoln County will start. Kobe Towns with a great kickoff. And Big E, Elin Lane on the recovery. Lincoln has it 1st and 10, running clock, 36-0. Lincoln's best chance of the evening for a touchdown. Horton takes the snap. Handoff to Reed Curlis, who checks in, and he's hit right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up 1. First run of the game for Reed, the freshman halfback, leading rusher on the season for Lincoln County. 98 yards through 2 games, 1 rushing touchdown.
And we've seen that against Danville. He come in the second half, fresh legs, scored a big touchdown for Lincoln County.
I think they were listening to the halftime show. They've done everything we said we'd like to see them try here, and we've only played 30 seconds or a minute and a half. Horton takes the snap, steps up, avoids pressure. Spin move at the 15. He's tackled inside the 15 down to close to the 13-yard line. Pickup of around 4 yards for Sawyer Horton. He's been nice running this year too, Dustin. He's the second leading rusher.
And when you stand at 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", I mean,
94 yards through 2 games for Sawyer.
Puts him over the 100 mark now after today's totals.
3rd and 7. 10 minutes left here in the third quarter. Horton takes it, looks left, now over the middle, nowhere to go. Scrambles to the right, back of the end zone for Lane on the tip, incomplete. Pulaski County defender got a hand on it, and Elin almost pulled it in on the carom.
I thought there was another opportunity Horton had just to tuck it to pick up that first down, and had the edge there, could have made it to the pylon, but
I did like that time the poise he showed in the pocket as he stepped around defenders and found a throwing lane and nearly found number 3 in the back of the end zone. It'll be 4th and 7 from the PC 17-yard line. 9:20 left in the third quarter. Horton rolls to his left, looks to throw. He's got Lane. He can't get it to him. Pressure on him. Now flips it right over Reed Curlis's head and incomplete. Unfortunate that the pressure got there so quickly because Lane was wide open inside the 10-yard line. The incomplete pass will be a turnover on down, and the turnover is spoiled. Lincoln County unable to do anything with it, and Pulaski will take over 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
And his worst possession, or best field position for Lincoln County, this is the worst starting field position.
PC's defense has set them up well, Dustin, throughout the night. This is by far their worst starting field position of the night on their own 17. Duggar from the gun. Throws it off to the left. It's caught on the 15, and a good tackle there in the open field.
How was
pushed
that
out of bounds by Gibson.
Not that it matters in the scheme of things, but Godby picked up. I couldn't see who it was, and body slammed him. How's that? I don't know. Looked like Goldberg out in WWE days, or F, or
2nd and 4 for the Maroons. 8 minutes left here in the third quarter on the McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Hand off to Nichols. He's a patient runner, waits for a hole to open up, now busted up the middle, and he's gang tackled on the 23-yard line. Picks up 4. Going to be close to a first down. He's a perfect zone read type halfback as he's very patient looking for those running lanes to open up. You'd like to see in that scheme, Dustin, a cutback runner, and he's shown that he's able to do that, and so has Duggar.
Yes. I thought Lincoln County's done a relatively good job on Cody Nichols. He did have the 1 touchdown, but only 62 yards of rushing.
Duggar rolls to his right, looks to throw on 3rd and short. Lets it rip. Caught up at the 31, first down. Hit immediately and tackled is Godby. Cody Carter on the tackle. First down, Pulaski. Clock down to 7 minutes left in this third quarter. It's a running clock of the 36-0 score. 36 is where you have to get get a running clock in high school football. Duggar receives the snap, scrambles around. He'll keep it right up the middle. Out past the 45, big block by Godby. This time they catch him on it. It's going to come back as he gets a blindside block on one of the Lincoln defenders on the 36-yard line. That's going to negate that run.
Yeah, that was a big hit, but one of those blindside blocks, it's going to get the flag every time. And it's almost the worse the block looks, the quicker the flag will come out, and that's one of those hits right there.
So the penalty flag will bring it back. Anderson in at quarterback for Pulaski County now. Number 7, Ryan Anderson.
He threw it about 3 or 4 times.
Sophomore quarterback. He'll work from the gun. Takes the snap. Plenty of time to throw. Scrambles off to the right. Now looks to get rid of it. Loses it. Picked up by Jediah Henry at the 11. He'll run it in. It's a touchdown if they call it. It is. Jediah Henry picks up the fumble from quarterback Anderson at the 11 and runs it in for 6. A Cedar Creek Dental touchdown for the junior Jediah Henry.
Just right when you just want to throw that away, the ball gets put on the ground. Henry, who we talked about playing nose guard in this 3-man front for Lincoln County, picked it up, scooped it. He took it into the checkerboard end zone of Pulaski County.
And wise move by Jediah. You play that out until the whistle. It was a kind of a flukish-looking fumble by the quarterback, the freshly entered quarterback, Connor Davis now in on the extra point attempt. Lincoln's going to go for 2 on a trick play, and they're not going to get there.
First, Ricky Lane candidate for scoreboard extra point attempt. Ricky makes the point to put your students first.
4:40 to play, third quarter. Our score, Pulaski County 36, Lincoln County 6. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
You're listening to WPBK-FM, Crab Orchard, Stanford. I am Jill Smith from PBK Bank, which is a sponsor of this station, and we are glad to be a part of this hour of local radio programming. PBK Bank has been serving this area since 1906, and we are here to serve your banking needs.
This is Angie Doolin, candidate for Lincoln County Circuit Court Clerk. It has been an honor serving this county for over 24 years, and I would like to wish the Lincoln County football Patriots good luck on their upcoming season. You're number 1 on the field and number 1 in our hearts, And don't forget to score that extra point by voting Angie Doolin for Lincoln County Circuit Court Clerk on November 8th. Go Pates. Paid for by candidate.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Lincoln County gets on the board with an 11-yard fumble recovery from Jediah Henry. Didn't get the time on that, Dustin. If the running clock, it was ticking down.
5:28 is what I...
With 5:28, it's already down to 3:30 now. Kobe Towns with an Angie Doolin, candidate for Circuit Court Clerk kickoff. It hits again on the 14, takes a weird hop. PC goes back, jumps on it on the 4, nearly loses it again, and it looks like they're going to retain possession inside the 5-yard line. Some flukish-looking plays here in quarter number 3, and Lincoln County has taken advantage so far. And what we were talking about before the break, new quarterback was in, Anderson. He rose to the right. Looked like the ball just slipped out of his hand. Jediah Henry picks it up at the 11. There's no whistle. Runs it in for 6. A Cedar Creek Dental TD for the junior.
Our local internet connectivity is powered by Skyline Broadband.
So Anderson still back in at quarterback. It's a toss to Nichols. He's hitting the end zone. It's going to be a safety. They wrap him up, and they got him. It's Ross Gibson, the senior, flies in, and the Patriot defense adds 2 more, and they've accounted for all 8 points now tonight.
Defense is coming alive.
2:30 on the clock, and Lincoln County records a safety. And the defense we talked about needed to make some plays, Dustin. They've caused a couple of 3 turnovers and a safety and produced a touchdown here tonight. And, you know, Coach Brett Bearline is happy to see that.
Absolutely.
He's the defensive coordinator for the Pates, his first year on staff. And Coach Jaggers fired up. I like seeing the energy from the sideline. There's no quitting these boys.
And that's what we talked about. Mathematically, the game's probably out of hand, especially with the running clock. But there's no reason why you can't use these moments as teaching tools. And even though there may be some fresh jerseys out for Pulaski County, no reason to give up. Play your style of football because you're not only preparing for next week's game, but the rest of the season. And when you look out here on the offense and defense, you see a lot of underclassmen who is preparing themselves for, even next year or beyond that.
This is a team that is, even the older kids, Dustin, are young, green behind the ears, not got a lot of experience. You've got a few seniors sprinkled in that are seasoned veterans like your Zane Mullins and your Ross Gibsons and some juniors like Horton. But
yes,
a lot of new faces, only the 3rd game they've ever played. And no matter the score, the effort level is what it often comes down to, especially in games like last week. This is a lot different effort level we're seeing here tonight. There's the Angie Doolin candidate for Circuit Court kickoff, fielded by Cody Carter on the 30, runs it up to the 40 where he's hit and tackled and down there with 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Our local internet connectivity is powered by Skyline Broadband, and this game is brought to you in part by Carol Hill, attorney at law in Stanford, by Gondner Associates, your certified public accountant in Stanford, by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Sonia Bratcher, agent, by Dalton Miller, Stanford mayor, and by Lincoln County Judge Executive James Woods Adams. Jimbo is a big supporter of Lincoln County football.
So Lincoln County will march out here. Only 20 seconds left in the quarter, and they may not get a playoff, Dustin, here. Trailing 36-8 after this Ross Gibson safety.
So the clock doesn't even stop after a touchdown. So it's just running. Okay.
Down to 7 seconds. Horton may get this off. He'll take the snap, hand off Reed Curlis. Reed hit at the 40. Pushes forward for 1, and that's going to be it at the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score, Pulaski County 36, Lincoln County 8. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
Hey, Lincoln County Patriots, this is Woods Adams, Lincoln County's next Judge Executive. I wanted to take this time to wish the Lincoln County Patriot football team the best of luck on a successful season. I also wanted to take the time to give thanks to everyone that supported me and my family during this past primary election. Being a part of a community where pride and tradition of each town intermingle to become Lincoln County is truly something special. To be trusted and supported by the same community in which I was raised is a huge honor, and I look forward to serving the people of Lincoln County. Again, this is Woods Adams. Thank you, Lincoln County. Now let's go, Patriots.
As all our Patriots are gearing up for their fall seasons, let us at Bluegrass Feed and Supply help you get ready for yours. We also carry deer corn and attractants by Evolved Habitats, Lucky Buck, and others to help you become more successful in the outdoors this fall. Stop in and see us at Bluegrass Feed and Supply, 150 Jeffries Lane, Houstonville, and check out our large amount of inventory online at ammograin.com. Go Patriots!
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Quarter number 4 set to get underway. Lincoln County trailing 36-8 on our McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Defensive touchdown from Jediah Henry and a safety from the Patriot defense gets their 8 points in the third quarter. They won that quarter 8-0. Cody Carter on a go route. Right to his fingertips on the 24-yard line. Nearly a huge play for Carter. Nice ball from Sawyer Horton and just through the fingertips of Carter.
Perfect ball by junior quarterback Sawyer Horton. Beautifully thrown, just like you said, off the fingertips of Cody Carter.
2nd and 10. Ball marked at the Patriot 40-yard line. 36-8. Maroons lead here. Clock is running, so this will be a fast fourth quarter. It's a running clock the rest of the way. But you like to see the different effort out of the locker room for the white shirts here in the second half. Horton will work from the gun, takes the snap, rolls to his right, looks downfield, nowhere to go. He's going to throw it away, out of bounds. Had 4 receivers all well downfield, no short routes there, nowhere to dump it off. Incomplete pass. Clock will continue to run, Dustin, and it's 36-8 Lincoln County. The Patriots trailing.
Pulaski, they've got some fresh jerseys out, but still, like you talked about, no quit from this Lincoln County team. They could have hung their heads and, gave up coming out of halftime knowing the score, but that's not what you've seen out of Lincoln County. And, yeah, people are going to read the Sunday morning newspaper and see the final score and all that, but that's not what's being portrayed here tonight out of Lincoln County, that you're seeing them improve little by little every game.
4th and 10. Lincoln talks it over on the sidelines. They run it all the way down to 0, and they'll take a builder supply timeout. We'll take it with them. 10-10 to play in the game. 36-8, Pulaski County lead. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
This is John Hackley. When I was appointed county attorney, I became the first LCHS graduate to hold a county office. David Gambrill became the first Lincoln County Patriot elected to a county office. As a close friend for 45 years, I've witnessed his heart for service in many ways. He has served as well as PVA. Please join me in voting on November 8th to keep David Gambrill, Lincoln County PVA.
Paid for by the David Gambrill Campaign Fund.
Hey, it's Heather Brown from Dr. Andy Powell's new privately owned dental practice located in Lincoln Plaza, Cedar Creek Dental. Dr. Powell has served Lincoln County for over 6 years and is excited to continue to provide excellent state-of-the-art care for our community. We offer early morning and evening appointments to accommodate all schedules. At Cedar Creek Dental, Dr. Powell, Heather, Sarah, Jess, and Priscilla are committed to providing a simple, safe, pleasant, and enjoyable experience. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
So a big 4th and 10 play here, and Lincoln's going to keep the offense out, trailing 36-0, or 36-8, I'm sorry. Defensive touchdown, that's right.
Henry scoop and score, then you had the Ross Gibson safety.
So Horton will work from the gun, trips to his right. 4th and 10 from the 40. Play action pass, looks over the middle, incomplete behind Seth Horton.
Hunter Hanley had a big pancake block. Just unfortunate. Could not get the connection for Lincoln County.
Pulaski County will take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line of Lincoln County.
All right. Your defense has created offense, and looks like Lincoln County going to bring out some fresh jerseys on defense as well. Get some younger players, some varsity experience.
Khalil White has checked in. Try to get some more of these youngsters here. Play action pass by Anderson. Lincoln brings pressure. Can't get there. They elude the Durham's Grocery sack, Anderson does, and finally brought down on the 35-yard line. Good open field tackle that time for Lincoln County's
32.
Number 32. It's Landon Phillips, the brother of Micah Phillips. 2nd down and 5.
Say he's used to tackling old Big Brother in the backyard, or maybe Big Brother's run over him enough, but he didn't have it. He was a nice physical tackle.
Kanan Dawson has checked in there, a linebacker, it looks like, for Lincoln County. Maybe. Correction, that's Cash Smith, that middle linebacker now, a freshman, number 23. Throw over on the right flat. It's caught out there by a Pulaski County receiver in good pursuit of the football by this young Lincoln County D, Phillips. White on the tackle. It's a gang tackle there. 3 or 4 white shirts get over there, Dustin. Christon Brown.
I believe the JV team
threw a block out there. And then Landon Day, the other Patriot defender, out. 3rd and short. Henderson takes it. Handoff. Left side. It'll be 1st down yardage. They stuck him right at the stick.
And
Big hit there.
And see what happened was he broke out of the pile. So once he broke out, that forward progress is no more, and he backed out. Now it's going to be a no gain.
Big 68, Braxton Carpenter got in there and laid a big hit.
Go Braxton. We talked about these younger Patriots. This freshman sophomore class.
4th and short.
Really talented.
Anderson from the gun. They'll go for it. He looks to throw. Got his back over in the flat, caught at the 45. He's inside the 30. Penalty flag thrown. As PC running back Caden Richardson, the junior, has enough for a first, but the penalty flag was thrown in the neighborhood of holding, it looked like, Dustin.
And it must have been obvious because every official on the field.
I think a few of them just hadn't got to throw one yet tonight. And with only 6:55 left, they want to get that yellow flag out one time.
You got to get it dirty. It's like a jersey or a baseball pants. You got to get it dirty. So a flag, if it doesn't have a little bit of dirt on it, then you didn't do your job.
4th and 5, 6:45 to play in the game. Lincoln County's got some, looks like the whole JV defense out there, and it looks like Pulaski County. Both teams have primarily JV units on the field at this point. Man comes in motion on 4th and 5. Anderson pump fakes. Now he'll throw it up the right sideline. He's got a man breaking free. Overshot him, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Braxton Carpenter in the backfield. And credit that Lincoln County defense. Be it varsity, JV, nevertheless, Dustin, the effort has not stopped, and they have outscored PC here in the second half 8-0.
Hey, the way I look at it, it's a varsity game on Friday night, no matter who's out there. And Lincoln County 8-0 as far as second half scoring goes.
Clock ticking down, 5:50 to play in the game. Pulaski County has their second unit out there on D2 now, it looks like. Lincoln County will have it 1st and 10 from their own 40. Horton takes the snap, gives it to Reed Curlis. He's got daylight around the right end, breaks free out past the 40, falls forward to the 42, a gain of around 7, call it 8 for Reed Curlis.
That's that speed you talked about earlier in the first half that, Reed can show.
Number 6, Bradley Coe, has checked in at receiver. Horton will stay in the gun. Curlis to his right. Lane and Bennett split out to the far right. Now Lane comes in motion to the left. Under 5 to play in the game. 36-8, Pulaski County leads. Horton takes it, looks on a slant, narrowly caught by Bennett at midfield, right in and out of his hands. Lincoln County only 3 of 16 through the air now tonight, Dustin. They've really struggled in the passing game.
Passing game just hasn't been there tonight for Lincoln County after having a nice passing game over 200, right around 50 yards last week. Not so much this week, but it's, the way he showed he can carry himself, rushing the football, and just the decision-making is what's really impressed me out of Sawyer Horton tonight.
Horton from the gun on 3rd and 3. Gives it to Curlis on the inside handoff. He's got the 1st down and more. Inside midfield down to the 45. Big run, a 13-yard carry for the freshman halfback Reed Curlis. Nearly broke free, and he's got an extra gear there, Dustin. He kicks it right at the line of scrimmage and nearly broke free for another long score.
Got the long hair flowing behind him as he runs. I believe he had a big run.
I think you're jealous of that haircut of his.
Listen. If pomade can't go in my hair, I don't do it. But
3:45 left, 1st and 10, a Bluegrass Drugstore first down for the Patriot offense. Horton gives it to Curlis again. He's hit right at the line. Pushes the pile forward, picks up one. Only 3:30 left in this one. Lincoln County trails 36-8. Outscored PC 8-0 here in the second half. Lots of fresh jerseys in for both sides here. Micah Phillips checks back in for Lincoln County on this second and long play. Twins to the right. Horton play action, throws it out, caught on the 40. It's Elon Lane. He's inside the 30. Hit at the 22. Pulls the pile down to the 16-yard line. Big gain there for number 3. Easy money, Elon Lane. 29-yard pickup. Nice. Biggest pass play of the game for the Patriot offense.
Biggest play of the game for the Patriots offense. And, I mean, nice pitch and catch, and that was just those short little hitch routes that Lane caught and took off.
Lincoln County broke the huddle with too many men. Luckily, no one saw it. 2:30 to play in the game in the red zone. Patriots find themselves. Horton with the inside give to Phillips. Hit from behind and stood up at the line of scrimmage and slammed down. It's number 32, Taylor Robbins, on the tackle for Pulaski County. 2:11 to play in the game on our McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name our Inter-County Energy Lineman of the game. Under 2 to play now. 2nd down and 9. 1-yard pickup for Phillips. Curlis back in at halfback. Gavin Douglas checks in at wide receiver. Horton comes up, throws a strike, caught at the 10-yard line. Elon Lane down to the 1, lunges toward the goal line, unable to punch it in. Good effort there by Elon after the catch. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1. Lincoln County has Bryce Floyd and Gavin Douglas in at receiver. Reed Curlis at halfback. Lots of youngsters getting some action here. 1:20 on the clock. 36-8, Lincoln County trails, but they're in business here at the 1-yard line. Horton looks to throw, right, caught, Elon Lane, touchdown. Lincoln County, Horton to Lane from 1 yard out. It's a Cedar Creek Dental touchdown, and the Patriots trail 36-14 with 59 seconds to play in the game.
Nice pitch and catch, which is going to set up the extra point, brought to you by Ricky Lane, candidate for school board. This extra point is brought to you by Ricky Lane. Ricky makes it a point to put students first.
Could be the final play of the game as sophomore kicker Kobe Towns lines up for an extra point for Lincoln County. 36-14 they trail. They'll run player in late here. Down to 30 seconds. Snaps down, hold. Kick is blocked right at the line of scrimmage with 25 seconds left, and will most likely be our last play of the game. Our score here now 36-14. Pulaski County leads, and Dustin, the Patriots have outscored them 14-0 in the second half. Stay tuned for the postgame show. We'll name our Inter-County Energy Lineman of the game, our Seaboat Heating and Air player of the game, and hopefully have a chance to catch up with head coach Josh Jaggers. Our final score here tonight from Pulaski County High School. Our Pulaski County Maroons 36, the Lincoln County Patriots 14. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
Realtors and auctioneers, no one sells it better.
Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers in Lancaster proudly support our home team Patriots on the field and off. If you're looking to buy, sell, or auction your property, no one sells it better than Irvin Realtors and Auctioneers. Our professional agents can help you navigate the home buying or selling process while taking the stress off of you. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at irvingroup.com. Irvin Group, supporting the Patriots and your community for over 50 years.
The Urban Group Realtors and Auctioneers, no one sells it better.
Lincoln Football Postgame Show, presented by Pepsi Cola of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports.
Since 1957, Durham's Grocery at 606 Lancaster Street in Sanford has been serving Sanford and the surrounding community with a full line of groceries, fresh meats, quality produce, and a full-service deli with homemade salads. They offer money orders and are also a payment center for KU, Atmos Energy, AT&T, and more. For fast, friendly service all the way to your car, Durham's Grocery is big enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. That's Durham's Grocery.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with State Farm's homeowner's insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Jason Todd, your local State Farm agent, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can make sure you get the discount you deserve and coverage you need. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Jason Todd, at 365-9882 or stop by my office at 711 Danville Avenue in Stanford today to find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, you know why we're here. The football season is back! Woo! And since that's too amazing to miss a single second's worth, Pepsi is officially giving you permission to always put football first. Like maybe those in-laws are back in town. Well, better hope they're football fans because your Sunday is completely booked. Long story short, crack open a Pepsi and don't let anything get between you and your football watching. With love, Pepsi, made for football watching. That's what I like.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Lincoln County falls tonight 36-14 here at Pulaski County High School. Nice second half effort from the Patriots, who have no quit in them. They trailed 36-0 at the break, come out and won the second half 14-0. Take a look at scoring. First score of the game happened with 3:22 on the clock. Bryson Duggar to Chandler Godby on a 45-yard touchdown, extra point good. Maroons score again in the first quarter with 1:03 to play on a Cody Nichols 3-yard touchdown run. Extra point made it 14-0. Second quarter, PC's Duggar finds Godby 10-yard touchdown. 21-0 lead after the extra point for PC. Pulaski County scores again in the second quarter at the 3:21 mark on a Bryson Duggar to Chandler Godby 24-yard touchdown. Extra point conversion was good. Right before halftime, Duggar found Godby for his fourth touchdown of the game on a 56-yard reception. 2-point conversion made it 36-0 at the break. Lincoln County gets all the scoring done in the second half. 5:28 in the game, Jediah Henry picks up a fumble and scampers in from 11 yards out to make our score 36-6 after a failed 2-point conversion. Lincoln scores again on a Ross Gibson safety at the 2:30 mark of the third quarter to make it 36-8. And then on the final play from scrimmage from the game with 1:08 to play, Sawyer Horton found Elon Lane on a 1-yard touchdown pass. Extra point was blocked, and our final score tonight, 36-14. Lincoln County loses this one to Pulaski County. We're going to try to catch up with head coach Josh Jaggers and our Inter-County Energy lineman of the game, Logan Lawson, and our Seabold Heating and Air player of the game, Jediah Henry. Stay tuned for the postgame show. You're listening to WPBK-FM 102.9.
Cornerstone Realty and Auction in Lancaster will make your dreams come true. Broker and owner Deonica Asbury and her team are ready to help you reach the real estate finish line. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or selling your existing home, navigating real estate can be tough. Let Cornerstone Realty and Auction make it easy. Specializing in Garrett, Lincoln, and surrounding counties, they're your local real estate experts. Cornerstone Realty and Auction, 859-329-8193.
Kick off the fall season by tackling your next home improvement project. The guys at Builder Supply in Stanford can help you. They have all the right tools and expert salespeople. They sell premium do-it-best paints. Let their paint specialist Gary Grubbs help you with all your painting needs. With expertise in color matching paints and stains, they can make any color and help you use the right products to do your project right. So go see Stanford Builder Supply, proud supporter of Lincoln County Patriots.
Seabold Heating and Air provides the heating and air services you need. Heating and air repair, installation, and maintenance. Whether your current heating system needs to be replaced, repaired, or simply needs maintenance, Seabold Heating and Air is the company to call for regularly servicing your equipment before you need emergency repairs, saving you stress and money in the long run. Seabold Heating and Air, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter.
Lincoln Football Postgame Show, presented by Pepsi Cola of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports.
During the good times in life, such as a promotion or the birth of a new baby, who do you call to share in your excitement? You call a friend. During the difficult times in life, such as the loss of a loved one, who do you call for support and comfort? You call a friend. John David and Mary Benton Friend, your friends in funeral service. We also offer a full line of Monument products. Contact us anytime, 365-2670 or 379-2011.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer. If you're looking for quality equipment and exceptional services provided by trained experts, visit your local Kubota dealer. Lawson Trailer and Implement in Stanford today.
It's me, Deputy Fife again, and I'm getting ready for the big game this weekend. You know who's missing the action? The folks at Bluegrass Drugstore. Well, they're so busy because folks keep heading there for the flu shots they need this year. Don't you miss the game or miss visiting Bluegrass Drugstore if you need a flu shot. I'll be at the game, watching the action. I mean working. Yeah, working. Just like those folks at Bluegrass Drugstore off North 127 Bypass in Danville.
Lincoln Football Postgame Show, presented by Pepsi Cola of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Lincoln County falls tonight 36-14 to Pulaski County. We're awaiting Dustin Oney, who has went down to the field. That's also available to be seen on the WPBK-FM radio station Facebook page. You can see the team in the huddle now talking things over, and Dustin's going to catch up with Coach Jaggers, our inter-county energy lineman of the game, Logan Lawson, and our Seabold Heating and Air player of the game, Jediah Henry, who had the first touchdown of the night for Lincoln County on a fumble recovery. Some team stats: Lincoln County had 23 rushes for 56 yards on the night, 5 of 18 for 63 yards passing, 1 passing touchdown. 41 plays, 119 total yards. Those are unofficial stats there. We'll try to get those compiled and give you a more official number here when Dustin gets back. If we can, we'll get those posted on social media. Now Dustin's going to catch up with our guys on the field. Lincoln County falls tonight 36-14. As soon as we get him, we'll go live down to the field. And as we said, you can see this on the Facebook Live page for WPBK-FM 2. I think he's trying to hunt the player, our Seabold Heat and Air player of the game, which is Jediah Henry. Jediah had the 11-yard scoop and score. We'll take one more break while Dustin tries to get our players. We'll come back and get our post-game interviews in. You're listening to Lincoln Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
This is Sean Slusher, your shelter insurance agent here in Stanford. For auto, home, farm, business, and life insurance, give me a call, 365-3143.
To communicate more effectively and become more transparent with our customers, Stanford Waterworks has developed our own free advisory app. Here are some advisories to look for: construction and maintenance activities, boil water advisories, road closures and detours, community events, payment reminders, police and fire department news, and you can pay your bill. To install the app, click on the Play or Apple stores. Type Stanford Waterworks Advisory or SWW Advisory. Stanford Waterworks, providing quality water for Stanford and Lincoln County.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
We now go to the field for Dustin Oney.
Point blank and simple. That's what we're taught. Taught to fight for the ball, taught to give it all, and that's what I did.
And, you know, first half, rushing the football wasn't very successful, but you go in the second half, a big improvement. A lot of younger guys out there that really stood out. And, you know, 14-0 is, if you take the second half score, what was the big difference in the second half for you guys?
To be honest, I don't really know what the big difference was. We went back to kind of a base set, what we were used to, kind of the very first plays we learned as a team, and I think that's really just what we're good at, and it's just what we know. It's just how we work together.
And I know you guys will get back to work starting next week at Bell County, coming back at home. So we just want to congratulate you on being our Inter-County Energy Lineman of the game, and we'll be hopefully talking to you some more this season. Congrats, man. Now we're joined by our Seaboat Heating and Air Player of the Game, Jediah Henry. What happened down here? All us, we seen you just take off running. What happened?
I was in nose guard, and I just seen Khalil White come flying across the field. I seen Khalil flying across the field, hit the QB and pinned his arm on him, and ball bounced in my hands. Just took off.
So you seen the open field and just took off with it?
Yeah.
I mean, you wasn't going to get stopped, right? Even if there was 4 or 5 of Pulaski, you wasn't going to get stopped.
Running straight through. It's the man himself right here.
That's my play right there.
What's the belt for?
That's the turnover belt.
So 2 big, if you want to count the safety, 3 turns. So you got a turnover belt. So Connor Ward, I'm assuming, first with the interception.
Yeah, Connor, and then me and you.
So you guys are tag teaming that, right? So you forced the fumble, and you just got to pick it up and run, right? So Khalil, unfortunately, we got to give him the player of the game. We're going to give you like the player of the game assistant. But still some young studs on this line. But you know, you played nose guard. You talked about.
Yes, sir.
Was that something that was new this week for you to enter into that, or is that something you've done in the past?
It's something I've done in the past. I've played everything on the defensive line. Played a little bit of linebacker, but normally a defensive end. But I wouldn't get the job done at the end. Moved me nose guard. I think I did a better job this week.
Well, I mean, obviously it paid off. Player of the game, sponsored by Seaboat Heating and Air. Jediah, we hope to look forward to you. I know the score isn't, you would trade all that for a win, and you got that opportunity coming next week back at home against Bell County.
I'd rather play at my team than going 100% and us lose, and then go 50 and us win.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, Jai, we'll be cheering for you the rest of the season. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you. You too.
You heard from Logan Lawson, our Inter-County Energy Lineman of the game, and Jediah Henry, our Seaboat Heating and Air Player of the game. Now let's see if we can catch up with Coach Jaggers. Get his final thoughts. Coach, we're going to do this a little bit different. I've got to hold it up a little bit closer today.
All right.
We're now joined by Lincoln County head coach Josh Jaggers. Coach, 36-0 at halftime. I know that's nothing that you wanted to see, but let's talk about that second half first before we get into the Pulaski County. A big improvement.
Yeah.
Fired up energy. And one thing that, Brad and I talked about is there's no quit in this team.
No, there's not any quit. The second half, I mean, I told them at halftime, I said, guys, I don't have a magic potion for you when it comes to effort and when it comes to, that's got to be internal. And, and then offensive or defense, I mean, the first half, I mean, when you get 36 points put on you in the first half, we did all kinds of times like I'm trying to cover up stuff, but I don't know how many times we got them guys in like 3rd and long. And I mean, we made them work for everything they did. It wasn't just, a total just complete domination, but we couldn't, we were just off a little bit, but they're a good football team, and they're not ranked number 2 or 3 and 5A for no reason. But in the second half we came out here and they didn't clean their bench out until late in the 4th quarter, and we came out here and they were just playing loose and just flying around. We weren't doing anything different. We didn't do a thing different, So we're just trying to get better at us, and I'm just proud of them because they fought. That was the biggest thing is they fought, and that's what I'm proud of. Is I told them, I said, guys, you're 14, 18 years old. I said, you haven't been around this game a long time. I said, there's not myself or there's not any coach out here, that hadn't been in this situation before. I mean, we're playing. You want to go 1-0 every week. but we're playing to just keep on getting better for when it really matters. And iron sharpens iron. I said, you're better than a whole lot of bunch of teams across the state of Kentucky. They're just not on your schedule right now.
And that's something me and Brad talked about, or Brad and I, if we want to get official with it.
Yeah.
You talked about during the game is, your schedule's not easy. It's not like you've got a bunch of cupcakes. I mean, when you look at the opponents you've already played, and then you look at what's coming, but it's setting this team up.
It is.
I mean, you've got 2 parts to this season, 3 if you want to count state playoffs.
Right.
And all that. So you're just gearing up, and I know your team motto throughout this whole preseason, even 1% better every day, and we're seeing that out of this team. And what we see now the second half was guys making plays. Jediah Henry was our Seaboat hitting their player of the game, had the scoop and score.
Yeah.
And and one thing I'm impressed with talking with him is, as good as a play that was himself, he was bragging on Khalil for forcing the play. He said basically he just had to pick it up, go score, and then go put a belt on.
That's right.
Is what he said.
That's right. No, that's exactly what he did. You're talking about Jediah and Khalil Henry's Khalil White. I said Khalil Henry, but Jediah Henry, and then Jediah is a junior. His first year back got Khalil White out there, who's going to be an absolute monster. And I knew it'd take him maybe 2 or 3 games in the season to figure this thing out. And he's going to be a freak of nature. But we were playing a lot of young kids again tonight. That's the biggest. It'd be one thing if you're getting beat and you're senior laden. But when we got as many young kids we got out here playing and being counted on for the first time ever in their careers. I mean, sophomores. I mean, we saw several freshmen out here tonight on offense. Bryce got out here, and then obviously Reed Curtis was out there again. I mean, it's we're counting heavily on a lot of these young guys, and they're being thrown to the wolves right now with this schedule. And I told them, I said, guys, I told them all this week, and I told them after the game, I said, we're coming in here and playing a team on their home turf that went up and just did whatever they wanted to with Belfry 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't say it all, then what does, So, we're going to get there. I really believe that, and the team morale's good. We just came out there the second half and got better doing what we do, and I thought maybe tonight the plan was kind of come in there and kind of go right at them. But, I keep saying referencing Belfry, but when Belfry probably goes right at people better than anybody in the state of Kentucky ever, and they struggled doing that. So, I knew we were going to have to be able to throw it, and we got to get better at throwing it. We got to get better at just making some completions, and we started doing that as we settled in, just taking what was there. And what's the old saying? I mean, I've referenced it a few times, in the past few weeks, but success is never final and failure is never fatal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what it is. You just got to keep fighting. But I'm proud of these guys, and we're gonna get there. When we're gonna get there, I don't know. I'm not a, I can't predict the future, but I know what we see every day in practice and what we have amongst these 70+ young men. So, just everybody stick with us, because this is a great group of guys, and we're playing a killer schedule, and it ain't gonna get any easier. And we got Bell County next week. I mean, enough said right there, right? Yeah. And I told the guys last week one time when we got back from the Casey County game, I said, it's a long season. I said, last year, I said, you played a tough schedule, senior-dominated team, and started off 1-5, and then something clicked.
Yeah.
And I said, you're playing these people because a lot of people don't want to play you. And that's respect out of you. And I said, I know it's hard for you to see that as 14, 18-year-old young men, but that's the truth. So we're going to get there.
And then, Coach, I'll end it with this because I know you want to get back. And turnover margin, that's one thing you talked with Coach Estes about. And, you won that tonight.
We won the turnover margin.
I thought I want to, combine that with, Sawyer Horton, your quarterback, probably not his best as far as yardage goes game-wise, but I thought his IQ and decision-making really took a step up, threw some balls away that maybe previous years would have forced down the field.
Right.
I thought, some of that clicked, but, compared to the defense, first drive of the game for Pulaski County, Connor Davis, interception in end zone, and if it wasn't for a shoestring tackle, may still be running.
Mm-hmm. No,
and then the scoop and score. So, I mean, your team's battling, Coach.
They're battling. That's all you can ask. Just battle, man. Just keep battling. We're 3 Rudy Poos from being, probably a 3-0 team instead of an 0-3 team. But that's just how it is. So you got to embrace the grind, embrace the struggle. Life's a struggle. You're not guaranteed anything. So we're just going to keep fighting, keep getting better, and we're going to get there.
Well, Coach, we're rooting for you, and you know I know Big Red Nation travels across the state,
nobody
but
left. I mean, that's what I took. I told the guys, you see all these people over here supporting you. I said, this is the belief you got. People they have in you. I said, people, Friday night, still supporting you. So
Absolutely.
Thank you to everybody that came out and that listened, that wasn't able to make it. But we got a lot to play for still left, and we're going to get there.
And we're back at Death Valley next Friday night. You talked about Bell County. Coach will be rooting you on, and look forward to talking to you next week.
Sounds good, Dustin.
See you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
That was Dustin Oney with head coach Josh Jaggers live from Pulaski County High School. The Patriots fall tonight by a final score of 36-14. Once again, our inter-county energy lineman of the game, Logan Lawson. The Seaboat Heating and Air player of the game, Jediah Henry. But you saw from the interview there, I love seeing it, Khalil White give him an assist on that touchdown as he helped make it happen as he knocked the ball out of the hands of the quarterback. Henry runs it in from 11 yards out, and Lincoln County got on the board with a defensive touchdown. They followed up with a Ross Gibson safety, and then another touchdown here in the last minute, a Horton to Elan Lane touchdown pass. Lincoln County falls 36-14, but they win the second half 14-0. Love to see the fight in the kids, and as Coach Jaggers said in the post-game interview, the schedule gets no easier. This is one of the toughest schedules in the state. This young team is getting better. You could see it tonight even when the score looked to be out of hand. The effort level was there, and that's all you can ask for. That's going to do it for us here tonight from Somerset, Pulaski County High School. For Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney, Philip and Caleb Smith on video, Tim Estes back in the studio, and John Logan Smith helping us produce another broadcast here on WPBK-FM. But if you're traveling home, please do so safely. Once again, our final score, Pulaski County 36, Lincoln County 14. This is Patriot football on WPBK-FM 106.